Yay! Finally getting back to it. I had a fun couple of weeks just to work. Dad's birthday, work. Happy Mother's Day, Blue. I am very ready to, well, I can't even really chill today. What did I even do on Friday? Friday I actually chilled. I needed to sleep and not do shit. I ended up watching Rene do her thing with Alone in the Dark. I'm surprised how much she's into the old school games that have very interesting gameplay mechanics. The
sunlight in here feels so real.
Quirks, I guess work? I could say.
Special light bulbs or something?
So yeah, I haven't had the energy really to even try and play this game. And during the time that I haven't, Noir came out. So that'll be yet another thing to go after. Yeah, I wasn't sure, like, usually with Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all that, my family is pretty casual about it. So I wasn't really expecting to actually do anything today. Maybe talk with my mom for a little bit. But turns out, oh, it's stuttering. Let me see if it's OBS's side. Nope, that is straight YouTube, it looks like. Hey, I got my first YouTube shit. I'll type it just in case it's that bad. Let me check. Stream health. It says that it's fine. I don't have any dropped frames. Well, we'll see if it... We'll wait a little bit. I do see this happening as well on the live. I don't know. I think that's just gonna be what's going on. Oh. Are we good now? Oh, no. I say that and then 3 concurrent viewers. Let me mute desktop audio so that I can... Let me just look at it myself and see what it looks like. That's weird. Why don't you refresh? Because I'm looking at the stream itself and it says I'm not getting any buffering or anything like that. Also, yes, hi Sunday. Restore desktop audio. Yeah, try refreshing and see if the buffering is still happening. In the meantime, I do want to at least try one. Okay. I'll try for Noir once, cause she's pretty. I don't even know if she's good or not. We get Sweetheart.
Hello, dear.
Oh, that's one of the
Do I
rate-ups.
still have to tell you my name? Or sign my name first?
Suggestion: the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Yeah. And the +1
Hello,
already.
dear. Do I still have to tell?
And everybody else, say the usual.
Don't worry about it.
Let's take a look at
It's
her.
good to zone out.
Sweetheart.
It's always lonely to stay somewhere quiet for a long
A
time.
good dream tonight. One target attack deals 400% reality damage, inflicts reality defense minus 20%, and mental defense minus 20% for 3 rounds, and daze for 1 round. Okay. So, a really good single target debuff. Basic attack, single target. And then an AoE deals 135 to 335%. The target is in stats down, negative status or control statuses. This attack deals 75% more reality damage. Okay, so you either want to pair her up with someone who actually like has those statuses to give her free damage, or just she can proc it herself with her ultimate. And then a good dream tonight's effect changes to deals 450% reality's damage, so it just ups the damage. And then you said her oops, I didn't mean to do that. That isn't it. How do I... There's a way to see, like, preview insight costumes, isn't there? I forget exactly how you do that. It isn't just this, is it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's cute. She got the Cruella de Vil look going on there. And then I saw, like, Regulus got some buffs or something like that.
Watch out, mate.
I don't know how Euphoria exactly works, what it pertains to, but God, she looks so much better with the second insight. I really like the contrast on the orange and the green. Kind of reminds me of someone. I don't know who.
Come on in, friend. Doors always open.
It's so funny how Duncan just doesn't, like, change at all. And then...
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing a report on the critter brawl at Dodger Stadium. The first thing we learned...
Liang Wei is just giving her the outfit that she has, that you see on the banner. Okay. So, I think I will focus on just the story. Sure. Not the main story, but the event story. I wasn't planning on going anywhere, but my mom, dad, and my sister are going to be doing a Mother's Day lunch, brunch, dinner that they didn't tell me about until today, so I guess I'm going to that. Please complete in one stroke to claim blessings from companions in the suitcase. Anything? I guess? That looked fine. Huh? That was a seagull? I don't get it. Alright.
The sunlight in here feels so real.
A notice. Alright. So yeah, we can go straight back into the event story. Now that I know that I'm feeling more confident with what the game expects from me, from my units. Okay, maybe not. We could level up a little bit.
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing a report on the critter brawl at Dodger Stadium. The first thing we learned as vigils...
You've been writing that report on Dodger Stadium for a very long time.
Department. I'll be your guide through Section F. Now, if you'll look...
Maybe we can spend some time getting Barbara's insight, and then I'll be a little bit more confident. We need... the only place the pawn shop? Ah, shit. Then these are the caskets. You can pour all materials into Liang Wei.
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing a report on the critter brawl at Dodger Stadium.
She could probably just
The first thing we learn as vigils is to always stay alert and always stay informed.
Ouch. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Well, she'll definitely do the hard carry. Barbara will be there for the shields. See, when it comes to gacha games, I don't like to do like hard into one character. I like to branch out and like level everybody up slowly. Because I feel like you always reach that wall. There's always going to be like that one point where the one character that you've been building up isn't good for the job.
Let go of the hostage, sir! This won't do you any good! Go away! Damn! That was close. Where's our backup?
One guy with a knife, guys.
DAA, at your service.
What's the situation?
See for yourself.
The city hall, usually bustling with foot traffic, now stands eerily empty. The reason is immediately clear. A guy with a knife.
Don't come any closer. Stay back! Stay back!
Please! Don't kill me! I'm sorry! I really am! Please let me go.
Shut up! It's too late now. Say another word and you are dead! Stay back!
He swings the blade in his hand wildly, his voice a furious panic snarl. The crowd on the other side of the police barricade instinctively recoils, but the woman standing just 10 paces away doesn't move an inch. That's because she knows about the effective range of a tiny knife.
Hey! Trust me, pal. You really don't want to do this.
Who's that? Doesn't look like one of ours.
Just some civvy. She was talking with the suspect before we got here.
That woman...
What, you know her? Look familiar or something?
No, just a thought. It's nothing.
The woman glances towards the officers, seeming to notice their conversation. It's rude to talk to people
make
behind their back.
mistakes. But some mistakes can't be undone. Don't put that blood on your hands, or it'll never wash off. Is hurting this guy worth all that pain and guilt? Sooner or later, he'll get what's coming to him for what he's done. I promise you that.
What could this guy have possibly done? He's only a bank... never mind. Kill the bastard. Her words seem to have an effect. The hostage taker hesitates, his face contorted in pain, his grip on the knife faltering.
But... I must!
He's distracted. Rookie, time for us to take him down.
Unfortunately for you, I powered up to level 40. Sorry, Regulus. I have a new bestie.
Always ready to go. Can we use the camera dolly this time?
So... I forget, does the buff even do anything? Yeah. Hey.
Please stay behind me, Sonia. Please.
See how much damage.
My responsibility. You
Honestly,
won't
I'm
get
expecting
away.
a little bit more. Damn, he did swipe at Barbara there for a bit.
Whew. I can't afford to lose them. Let me check my rails first. Zoom in.
You can at least still
remember
hit him
having
up
a
with
reason to worry.
some debuffs. Can you stop attacking Barbara? What has she done to you?
Run free on the meta. Open your heart and embrace your dreams.
It is not giving me long ways.
I will be the
cards,
protector
or
of your
whatever.
sleep. Whew. I please stay behind me. Let me be the shepherd of your dreams. Oh, so that's what happened.
Please, give me Liangwei's cards. For God's sake.
Ready to roll?
behind me.
And then I guess
Let me check my rounds
do the
first.
debuff. We still get the
强梁既出，王有护卫。
gods and stuff.
Awaken. Zoom in. Help me! Anyone? My responsibility.
Youngwei, what is going on with your damage, girl?
强梁, please lend me your power. Please stay behind me.
Oh, I can do another attack. Okay. If I did.
强梁, please ready to roll.
So that does affect that? So then, yeah, I'll do.
Please stay behind me. 强梁, ready to roll. Awaken. You won't get away.
There we go. Felt it took like a little too long to get
Case
to that
closed.
point.
I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Please stand down, sir.
Successfully beat up a guy. Woo! Although almost half his size, Liang manages to pin the suspect to the ground. The other officers swarm in, snapping handcuffs around his wrists before he can put up another fight.
Suspect under control. I repeat, suspect under control. No further backup needed.
Looks like this case is wrapped up.
Nice moves. I was kind of hoping we get to see that familiar of yours, though.
A simple threat like this isn't worthy of Qiangliang. I have to reserve its assistance unless absolutely necessary.
So is this just another one of those rules? Or do you mean its help comes with a price tag?
Hey, she's getting it.
Both.
Despite the curtness of her response, her eyes widen a little at Poitier's astuteness. Poitier scowls.
That it?
What do you mean?
I mean, so far, every time you talk about the job or your family rules, it's just the surface level stuff. How do you actually feel about any of this?
Yang looks genuinely confused.
How I feel? I don't understand why it would be necessary to mention that.
Because we're
Feelings
partners,
are
kid.
unnecessary
We've got
on
to
the
trust
job.
each other. How am I gonna let you watch my six if I don't even know how you tick?
But Liang still doesn't seem to get it.
I see. You're my partner and instructor during my assignment with the LAPD Division of Arcane Affairs.
Makes me think of, shit. What's his name? Fuck. John Mulaney. The whole, we're the Irish bit. He's like, you know, we Irish, we keep all of our feelings bottled up and we push them down, and then one day we die.
So
Never
I'll
have
do
to
my best
confront
to
it.
learn from you and complete my work as assigned. I won't slow you down.
That's not what I'm... Forget it.
Huh?
Liang's tone all but says, my personal feelings don't matter. Poitier gives up trying to argue with someone with such a stubborn, unreadable demeanor. It's always the fun thing about... about Western values versus Eastern values is there is a very clear difference in, like, Western values emphasize the individual and individuality over the needs of the many, whereas Asian and Eastern cultures in general prefer to suppress the individuality for the sake of the community. It always hits. It's a good dynamic that leads to a lot of cultural exchange. Yeah, just rush hour. She simply stares at her, quietly seething to herself. Luckily, before things can spiral further, the hostage cuts through the tension.
Oh, thank God you took down that lunatic. I'm really grateful, miss. But ain't you a bit young to be an arcane affairs officer? I think I've seen that uniform somewhere else before. You're a vigil, right?
Yes, sir. Wait.
Young swallows the rest of her words as she stares at the hostage she just rescued, her expression suddenly wary. Yeah, this guy's a dickbag, probably.
I know you.
The arcanist scammer Johnny 3 Times has been apprehended.
Oh shit.
Using his arcane skill, Ominous Obeisance, he manipulated his victims to do anything he asked, specifically transferring all their money to him.
Oh. Hey, callback!
You're that scammer Johnny 3 Times.
Oopsie. Guess that's the downside of getting your name in the papers.
Hold on, gotta check the transcript. One yes. All right, she. It looks like he only got her with one yes, so I think she's fine.
What? Didn't we already book that guy? What's he doing here?
He got a sweetheart deal. A reduced sentence in exchange for revealing where he stashed all the dough he stole. And it was a shitload of money, too. Apparently from some big donors to the mayor's re-election campaign. Of course he demanded he be present for the unveiling of his stash, so they brought him here. That's when this loony attacked the police escort, took him hostage.
Hey, easy, officer. You've already got me. No need to be so rough with the cuffs.
Let me guess, he probably manipulated him into causing a scene so that he could try to get away.
Clam it, Johnny!
We should have just let that guy ice him.
May I ask, officer, do we know if the man trying to kill him was...
Yeah, he's the son of a victim. This bastard took his mom for all she was worth, and when she found out, boom, heart attack.
He shakes his head, heaving a weary sigh. Johnny 3 Times snickers.
Like mother, like son. He was just as dumb as his doddering old mom. Worse even, because he didn't even catch wise to it. It's a concrete jungle, baby, and it follows jungle rules. Survival of the fittest. Crap for brains here, never had a chance. If it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. What a joke. Imagine killing over just because you lost a bit of cash. Then we've got this dumbass coming at me with even less of a brain. Think about it. If he killed me, how's he gonna get his money back?
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
That's just so straightforward. She levels a punch to his gut, sending him crumpling to the ground, gasping for air.
Officer Poitier, what are you doing?
What? I'm teaching this douchebag a lesson.
But we can't do that. It's against the rules.
Yang steps between the two, blocking Poitier from doing any more.
Well, I guess the vigils are a cut above the trash when it comes to the DAA. Am I right?
Poitier takes a deep breath as she tries to rein in her frustration.
Let's get this straight, rookie. You don't tell me what to do. I should have known. You're just the worst kind of cop. Everything by the book, sticking to your high and mighty principles like you know what's best.
All right, hold on. She's just asking you not to hit a guy. He might deserve it, but I mean, come on. She lets out a frosty huff and turns away. Oh no, the trauma.
你为什么要告诉老师？因为你们那么做是不对的。告密精，你不来就算了，为什么要让老师知道？
Oh, we get the whole snitches get stitches
我早
shit.
说了，就不应该叫他。等等，别走。
Also, young Liang Wei looks so cute. Little pigtails. Which doesn't work on actual people, I think. I don't like pigtails on actual girls.
No! Somebody stop him!
What's he doing? Exorcism. I don't know. I don't know if I've got enough energy for this with 1,188 energy. This 12 is really gonna hit hard for me.
Stay back! Help me! Help!
The city hall has been plunged back into chaos. Johnny lets out a shriek, scrambling to get away as far as possible.
Get away!
Oh, we're doing this again? He hurls the officer aside. Blood drips down his fingers from the thumb he broke to slip his hand out of his cuffs. He moves with inhuman strength, fighting off the approaching officers with ease.
Out of my way! I will kill you! I will kill you all!
Okay, can you just kill the bastard? You don't need to kill us.
Damn it, is this dude high or something?
No, I don't think this is drugs. It's an arcane skill. I sense some kind of evil spirit.
I also saw the glitching.
I think I can stop him, ma'am.
The tension between them has been totally forgotten. The situation is urgent. Poitier gives a sharp nod.
Fine, whatever it is, whatever you think you can do, do it.
I will. This is my duty.
Liang gives a firm nod before rushing toward the suspect.
Kill! I must kill this bastard! Who are you?
Please stay calm, sir. I have no weapon.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
just here
stops
to make a
people.
phone call.
What? A phone call?
Yes. And you are going to make it.
Who are you dialing?
You'll soon find out.
And I don't think you're gonna like it.
强梁既出，网友不为，斩杀凶旧，消劫不祥。
Kitty comes out to play. Ow. Before I start, my mom messaged me real quick. Alright, so got dinner at 4. It is 10:37 a.m. We got lots of time. Alright. Should be fine.
Filter complete. Move carefully.
You got some interesting shadows back there, dude. Sounds like it's coming out of his body. Watch yourself, rookie. Non-corporeal speaker. Ghost plagues. I don't even like regular plagues. Alright. Let's see here. Let's just
Run clean on the meadow.
I don't remember having
defense
a
up.
reason to worry.
Please don't get hurt.
Don't know. I guess I'll try and
Please stay
figure out
behind
to
me.
play Ghost first.
Open your heart and embrace your dreams.
Although they're getting hit with tons of debuffs.
Situation has escalated.
Still don't quite get. I did see that there was like a unit that was good for poison teams that I should probably look at getting.
Situation has. Please stay behind me. Be careful. My responsibility.
There we go. Now we're starting to do it. Oh my God! Loggerhead is dead.
I am not afraid of you.
You should be.
You are just a pile of cards.
It did say that this story beat was Insight level 1, level 20 recommended, so.
Run free on the meadow.
强梁既出，王有不为。
Please don't resist.
Maybe I do need to level up a little bit more. Stop giving me blue bird cards. I want Changliang.
I will be the protector of your sleep. This way? Let me be the shepherd of your dreams. Let's play peekaboo. I will help you.
What? It makes more men? Oh wait, what am I doing?
Please stay behind me. Please stay behind me.
And then...
小苗, please lend me your power. Awaken.
Hey, AoE.
My
Poison.
responsibility.
Where did that poison even come from? Oh, there goes Bluebird. There goes all my cards. I don't know if we still trust Liang Yang.
Situation has escalated. 强梁既
Yes,
出，
it has escalated.
王有不为。Be careful.
Oh my God. Yang Wei's dead. I just have a sleeping Barbara, and she's
My
dead.
Walkman!
Okay. All right. Let's hold up here. Let's take a step back, shall we?
Hello, ma'am.
What does it
I'm
take to
writing
get
a
to
report
Insight
on the
level
Crater
2?
Brawl at Dodger Stadium.
Scroll of Starlit Ascent. we could hit up the... Let's try this. Yeah, maybe it's better to not have a
Wait,
level 15.
I have to hide the records first. Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Clearly, we failed because Liang Wei wasn't Insight level 2. So that's where we're gonna adjust.
Run free on the meta.
Oh my god!
We're so sweet.
I didn't notice because I've only ever had Baby Blue in the back, but they actually give like unique animations for people waiting in the back. That cute little Regulus lion. Oh my god, that's adorable.
Please stay back. Xiangmiao, please awaken. My responsibility. You won't get away.
Okay, I'm still getting fucked up. That's not good.
Let me check my rails first. Open your heart and embrace your dreams. Found it!
No, Barbara!
I can't wait anymore!
God damn it. Alright.
Whew. They're just little games. Oh, so that's what happened. Rock! Change the world!
Find cover.
Peace and love. Ready to roll? Peace and love.
I don't know if this is gonna work out.
They're just little games. Behold, this camera that will record the world. Rock! Change the world! Lights! Cut it out!
And there goes Loggerhead. Well, at least I'll get more of Liang Wei's cards.
Stop me up!
强梁既出，王有不为。
Lights!
Please don't. Oh
Peace and
god.
love. Peace and love!
Alright. We need to do more. I can't just jump into this shit. At the very least, Loggerhead. Let's see here. We need to actually come up with a way to do this.
Two
Satsuki.
gentlemen walked into a fine brick
Yes, thank you,
building.
lady.
Oh, Miss Timekeeper!
This one was
My
just a
sincerest
straight
apologies.
attacker.
I was immersed in a novel and did not notice you.
Eagle. Yeah. Oh, that's beast. Yeah, we actually have to step back and figure things out here. So at the very least,
Welcome to the
yeah,
Arcanum
let's level
Containment
up,
Department. I'll be your guide through Section F. Now,
How much does
if you'll
this
look
thing
to your right,
money?
you'll see some videos from a Beyond Arcanist in the 1990s. It's... Oh, ha.
and just to we need dust. And we'll repeat 4 times.
Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Outside of that, I guess while they're doing that,
We're so
I've
sweet.
been playing,
Off the projector!
I just started Flare Obscure Expedition 33. I just, I hate that the people who like Expedition 33 are just so insufferable. I think the game's super fun. It's cool that it's a French style JRPG. I've only done a little bit of it, but it has that whole Shadow Hearts inspiration and
What a memorable moment, Timekeeper!
in addition,
Don't forget to bring
it's
me
also
next
got
time.
like a little bit of Paper Mario with the dodge and parry mechanics. I enjoy it so much. So, and the fact that it's kind of like a love letter to those JRPGs, and then people just decide to shit on JRPGs because of it. It's so irritating. Next. So now we got dust. So let's level
Two
up
gentlemen
Satsuki.
walked into a fine brick building. Oh, Miss Timekeeper! My sincerest apologies.
Oh, just Twitter people, the usual people. I wanted to get those materials. That's just a fine casket, so I can do that just easily enough. It's just the trembling tooths. Where the hell is it in the pawn shop? Ah, here we go. We just need one, I think it was. Oh no, it was two. So we're gonna do another one. What even? Oh, these are cassettes of the lost. Eh. Yeah, I could probably use them for something better, but I already have Liangwei, so. Next, we need Sylvanus Shape. So we'll do 3 of that. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let me bring up the volume, 'cause this has been way too loud in my ears. I'll do the adjusting on the OBS side as well. But first, I need to turn down this master volume. It is so loud. Okay. So that's quieter, which means I can now bring it up on OBS. Oh, dear Lord. I guess it's also kind of hitting hard on OBS anyway, so that's good. Back to this. The Sylvanus Shape. We want... I was told that the second one is the most useful.
Good enough. Get it started. Found it. It's called Clay Insurance.
This is kind of why I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. It's like, yeah, Liangwei's good, but every unit needs to have me. So there's going to be times when I'm just running into stuff that she can't handle.
Handy little flyer.
Zoom in. It's called Clay Insurance. Behold, this camera that will record the world.
I was a little uncertain of
Watch and learn,
Claire
kid.
Obscure at the beginning, though, because
I as long as you hit the
What's off-putting to me is it has this kind of half. It's half realistic and half stylized, which is shown in the character models. Like the faces are modeled so well. But the body proportions, they're like, they don't quite fit the head shape, so it's very weird to me.
The court is now in session. The verdict.
Okay, so now that gives us enough to get Satsuki up.
Two gentlemen walked into a fine brick building. Thank you so much for your care.
I didn't even notice. She has chains on her wrists? What the hell? She a slave? When the caster enters battle, inflicts 1 stack of rigidity on all enemies. When the caster dies, inflicts petrify status on the enemy with the highest attack for 2 rounds. Okay. So now we'll level her up to 20. Okay. So now with Loggerhead, Youngwei, and Satsuki, we should be able to level 3 Starfall locale now. Sorry, Barbara, you have to go. Well, actually, I'll move you. I like your buff, so we'll keep you.
Group crime. Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Hopefully with 2 grass types. I'm just gonna call them grass types. We should be good. Unfortunately, every single card here is different other than the buff, which isn't very helpful. So I guess we'll apply the buff.
I will do as asked. Awaken.
This is now a DPS race.
My responsibility.
I feel like I'm never getting the cards that I want. So I'm gonna drag this over. Yep.
Please stay behind me.
Let's make a long take.
You won't get away.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Please stop hitting Loggerhead. Counter isn't gonna be much help here, but.
Whew. I can't afford to lose those.
Hopefully that'll take out the dog. Yep.
Relax,
So
I've got
not
it
gonna
in the
get
loop.
attacked. And then how do I want to do this? Do I just want to? I'll just
Ready to roll?
Satsuki, are you getting any cards? Girl, what's going on?
Please stay behind. Xiangliang, please lend me your power.
Behold, this camera that will record the world.
My responsibility.
There we go. There's all your cards. So then...
Watashi, I will do as asked. Go! My apologies.
Deals 600% mental damage, inflicts 2 stacks of rigidity.
What a great season! admire the cherry blossom. Zoom in.
Petrified. Oh, and then she's got that. What a.
Let's make a long take. Please stay with Xiangmiao. Please
I
grant
don't
me your
remember
power.
having a reason to worry.
Awaken. You won't get away. My responsibility.
Ready to roll.
Do I even really need the rank up on this? Oh wait, maybe I don't even need to do that.
Ready to roll.
Do that.
I will do as asked.
I guess I should have reversed the debuff.
This camera that will
I think this
record
is
the
fine.
world. My apologies. Run, Rabbit. Rabbit.
Okay.
What a memorable moment, Timekeeper! Don't forget to
I
bring
got
me.
2. So, how many do I need for Liangwei? I need. I'm clearing out all the weeklies today. I need 6, I think it was.
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing
Hello.
a report on the Critter Brawl at Dodger Stadium. The first thing we learned as
Oh, I need 10. Alright, so we're gonna do full 4. I got the energy, so we might as well just go in with it. Oh, not Starfall. Look out. 4. No, thank you.
Can we use the camera
And you know
dolly
what?
this time?
I'll go to the bathroom while that's happening.
No, my responsibility. Oh, so that's what happened. 强梁既出，王有不为。Behold, this camera that will record the world. Be careful. My responsibility won't get away. Run, Rabbit. Rabbit. My apologies.
I'm very excited that we're done with Enreco, though.
Time to admire the cherry
I've never been a fan of Minecraft, so this week has just been very meh for me overall. Thankfully, Rene had some distractions for me, some repos along with the dark.
Such a fresh experience.
All right, 6. We still need 2 more, so I'll do 2.
Filter complete. Move carefully.
And
careful.
me personally, I don't actually like.
You won't get away.
Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't like the love drama.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Because I realized that they didn't get, like, they're not fed a whole lot of ways to RP, but I feel like there could have been, like, an
having a
attempt.
reason to worry.
Like, when if I were to put myself into that situation, I would have been somebody, like, at least make, like, a joke roleplay. I tossed around the idea of, like, being an edgy rogue that is always about their tragic backstory that doesn't want to interact with anyone, but everybody just ignores it anyway because it's silly and edgy. I don't know. I feel like there's more than just setting up a Spanish soap opera.
I better record this.
All right, now we can get insight 2 on Yangwei, and we get the outfit.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh wait.
I'm writing a report on the Critter Brawl.
Oh, does it look like? Maybe I'm not.
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing
Insight
a report
level
on the
2.
crater brawl at Dr. State.
President's level limit increased to 10. Level cap will rise to 50. Okay. And
I
now she
still
looks
feel the weight
pretty.
of expectation on my shoulders. Yes. But is it burdensome? No. It's encouraging. Someone has to fight for truth and justice. So let me be the one.
Aww. Yay. Critical rate plus 10% when the caster enters the battle. Base stats went up. Your motto somehow shows that what you were like. Tap on it to change the view. Oh, I see. Yeah, I like both. What's insight level 3? Oh god. No, I'm not reading all that. Grants immunity to all allies, which was what again? Immune to status. Grants 6 stack of Guardian's Resolve, which is a defensive buff. Arise Changlong to sell for 3 rounds, and if this unit is already in the status, extends the duration of the status to 3 rounds. Yeah. If Yangwei's Arise, gain 1 Justice Talon. So the only thing that it doesn't explain is... So I noticed that when... So she's got the... Oh, click on the name in the brackets. Oh, not Justice Talon. Oh, here we go. Okay. Enhances and categorize the allied spell dock into different sections, granting bonuses to incantations based on the section the incantations are played from. All right, I'll have to absorb this slowly to get what it's trying to tell me. The 3 rightmost incantations played from the spell dock gain rank +1 before resolve. +1 round. The specified selection. Incantations played from the overlap section of the spell dock gain both of the effects above. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm trying. I'm really trying here. So it splits the cards that you get in half. The right get rank +1. The left ones get their effects increased by 1, I guess. So like if it was poison or a defense down, that would last for a turn more, I think, is what it's trying to say. It's
Hello,
a rough read,
I'm writing
though.
a report.
The sunlight in here.
But now we should be good for continuing the story. And unfortunately, I am gonna have to leave Barbara behind. Free! Thank you. I guess since I'm here, let's change out Duncan for Liang Wei. Liang Wei, I guess Satsuki, since I have her in Loggerhead. Alright, let's try this again. The device is connected, it's calling your name. Loggerhead, Barbara, we're gonna put in Satsuki instead. And we'll put Barbara in the back.
If possible, I'd prefer to write. Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Of course, she's a little sheep. Yeah, I know. Let me just attack. Let me attack.
Let me check my reels first. Whew.
Let's go with the
I
debuff.
can't relax. I've got it in the loop. Oh, so that's what happened.
If I can see what she's applying to herself. Grants leech rate plus 20% and damage bonus plus 20%. Yeah, I think just attacking the guy is the best.
Please lend me your power. My responsibility.
Wait, didn't you get petrified? Oh, I wanted to hit the attack, but I also want to do the buff first.
Please stay behind.
So I guess I'm
Please be careful. You won't get away. My responsibility.
Leave Xianglong alone. Liang Wei. I'm getting mixed up. Feels like it might be a little too late to come out. He's not at. Oh, he's. Should be fine.
What a great season! 私にお任せください。Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Smack the bitch up.
Take advantage of adversity.
Yeah, no, we're fine now. Oh my god! What the hell happened? Why did they suddenly deal so much more damage?
My interviews don't involve combat. Ready to roll? I'm not sure if I can win the fight.
Whatever, I think we'll still be fine.
I can't afford to lose those.
This is gonna hit everybody.
The camera that will record the world. Zoom in.
And then that's it, I think.
Please stay behind. Please lend me your power.
Oh, wait, I see. The point of the buff is that whoever attacks Young will follow
Fresh
afterwards.
experience.
So I should
I better
probably
record
put
this in my
her
journal.
buffs on whoever I think is going to be attacking the most.
No! My head! I'm so sorry, Mama.
With one last garbled whisper, the man collapses. The officers around him remain frozen, still too wary to approach. That was just a guy. And I had to get up to insight level 2 and
Should we
farm the hell out of
cuff him?
getting this.
Allow me. But I believe we should bring him to the hospital to be checked over immediately.
Think you can handle him? We got this con man to take care of.
She follows the older officer's gaze. Not long ago, Johnny Three Times was brimming with arrogance. Now he's a crumpled heap on the floor. A dark stain has formed on the crotch of his pants. You peed yourself.
God, what a loser.
Poitier sneers, shaking her head as she turns away. She hesitates, then lifts her gaze to Leon.
So, you know what I'm about to say, right?
Hmm?
Leon looks visibly confused, although more understandably this time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is that what you want? For me to say it? Sorry. I felt bad for that guy, but there was nothing we could do for him while he was possessed. If it weren't for you, we might have shot him. Well done, Visual Liang. And please just forget what I said.
I like how she says
out of
Liang. Because we Americans, we do not know how to pronounce Chinese names. The moment her apology ends, she turns her head, unwilling to see Leon's reaction. But after a long pause, there is no response.
Say something.
She looks back to see Leon, frozen in surprise.
Oh, right. It's okay. I didn't take it to heart.
Good.
Oh yeah, what's
Who's
up
there?
with you? A stifled laugh hits their ears. Poitier springs back like a startled cat.
Sorry, I shouldn't eavesdrop. It's a bad habit. It's just... You remind me of my friends back in the old days.
You're the lady that tried to help us soothe him. Thank you for the help. It could have turned out much worse if you hadn't been there. Thank you again.
That's too kind of you, young Vigil. I just did what anyone should. Really, it was you and your partner that were the real heroes.
You're too modest, ma'am. Actually, forgive me for asking. Haven't I seen your face before?
She studied the woman's face for quite some time before speaking this thought aloud. I haven't met in person, no. It was in some other way, but how? Where? She's barely begun forming the words when the woman gives her the answer. Actress.
Good to know that someone still remembers those old flicks, even after all these years.
The features of the face beneath the beret overlap with the face from Liang's memory, but the face she remembers lacks the maturity and composure of the one before her. That face was brimming with youthful confidence, full of fire and energy. But one thing has remained the same. Those bright, shining eyes like stars twinkling on silver screens and television sets.
Yes, from the movies. That's right. You are...
Oops, you got me. I'm Casing. Or were you hoping I'd say Detective CO7?
Okay, that's definitely not if you had asked me to read that before she said anything, I would have been way off. Way the fuck off. Casing, got it. She winks at the two dumbfounded officers.
A full report will take some time. You'll need to wait for now.
Thank you, Doctor.
Our perp had his idea.
Yeah, I would have said.
That saves us a lot of digging.
I would have at least
Eric
said.
Wong, 43, runs a
Chi,
grocery store in Chinatown.
Because I know X in Mandarin is Chi. I don't know how I would have pronounced Xing, I guess? Chi Xing?
Let's see. The only family member we've got is his wife, a Lillian Lau, who immigrated to the States 10 years ago. Both have no criminal record, totally clean. He's an arcanist apparently, and a powerful one at that. But no reports of any prior misuse of arcanum. His car was found near the crime scene, all filled up with potatoes and carrots from the wholesalers. Either this was just a spur-of-the-moment wacko move, or some bizarre attempt at a tuber-based alibi.
A tuber-based alibi.
Anyway, we've contacted his wife, and she should be here soon. Maybe we'll get some more clues from her. Yo, Liang, you listening?
Oh, you're right.
The answer is obvious. No. Poitier takes a deep breath.
Earth calling Liang!
Whoa!
The sudden shout snaps Liang out of her daze.
Officer Poitier, we're in a hospital. We should keep quiet.
I would have. But that didn't seem likely to bring you back to Earth, Space Cadet. So what's got you lost in space now?
I'm just thinking.
Pretty women?
About what?
About Miss Qixing.
Qixing, that's more what I thought it was gonna be. What the fuck was her pronunciation? Can she even pronounce her own name?
Right. I guess you're really into those movies, huh? It's all good, boo.
It's all good.
I get the picture now. Our little CO7 fan sneaking into the cinema behind her parents' back. You know, you're beginning to almost seem human, Princess.
At first, I thought you might be an android. Like those Laplace bots they've got writing parking tickets for us.
Liang looks as if she wants to argue, but at the moment, she stops herself.
In fact, I do like Miss Qixing's CO7 movies very much. Her character means a lot to me.
Aww.
Oh, is that the reason why you decided to be a visual?
Specifically, yes. It's the reason I decided my destiny was to be in the police. But back to the topic. I was thinking about Miss Qixing, but it wasn't because I like her or anything like that.
She shakes her head, her gaze sharpening, her brows furrowed slightly.
It's just that her being here made me think about Night Piercer. Miss Qixing has a similar arcane skill to the one he appears to use. She called it Silver Needle. She even performed it in her movies.
Kind of already forgotten who and what Night Piercer is. Like, I know that she's here to arrest Night Piercer because they're doing something.
Could that really just be a coincidence?
Huh?
The officer knits her brow as if she's just been hit with a bad joke, but Liang, deep in thought, continues.
And what she said felt meaningful in some way.
1 hour earlier.
It's a great pleasure to meet you, Miss Qixing. I grew up watching your films, but what are you doing here in LA? I mean, if it's okay to ask?
Sure, not a problem at all. I'm here to see an old friend.
Though she was once a star known across the nation, Qixing speaks warmly and without airs. It's like she's chatting with an old friend.
Is it Miss Noah? I heard she's planning a new film.
Oh, so you heard the news? It's been a long time since I last saw her. You're right though, kid. I've got something I need to talk to her about.
Of course. That's great. Oh, and the Dushu Festival is coming soon. I hope you all go to the Shehe Parade in Chinatown. It'll be so much fun to see you there.
Huh?
Quiet, reserved Liang has suddenly turned chatty. Poitier stares at her. She's like an entirely different person.
Shehe. Is it really that time of year again?
You don't like the parade?
Of course I do. I like every bit of it. Watching people eat, perform, and come together to celebrate the end of the year, and to pray for peace and good luck in the next.
I think the thing that trips me up when it comes to Cantonese, Mandarin, just that whole oh god. But that whole language sphere is how breathy it is, and like you stop short like when you go to shuho. Like, I feel like for me as an English-speaking person, I want to try and pronounce all of the syllables, all of the letters that they have in there, but they stop themselves short.
Sure. Is it really that time of year
So
again?
huo, I feel like the huo is something that I emphasize, but it kind of feels like it's sheho, which like the word just kind of disappears.
I like the pure and simple wish that the Shoho parade carries. But it always reminds me of the ending.
What ending?
Everyone dies. Qixing falls silent, shaking her head, but no more explanation is needed. Liang's memories have come back to her.
You mean the ending of the last film in the CO7 series?
She must have guessed correctly. Qixing's eyes widen a little, then she gives a small nod.
Yes, I know lots of people like that ending. A reflection of reality, they say. Tragedy leaves people with a deeper impression than comedy. But as for me, I hated it. The good guys failed and the bad guys won? What kind of an ending is that?
I can appreciate a bad ending.
Maybe we don't get a say in how things work in reality. But in stories we can. We should. Reality itself is tragic enough already. Why should a movie remind us of how absurd things really are? What goes around comes around. That's what people want to see in the movies.
I can understand this line of thought, is that any form of media, movies, games, books, are a form of escapism, so you don't want it to be like real life. Sorry all you Germans with your obsessiveness with sim games. But I think it's fun to have a media that surprises us a little bit. When I was watching Black Mirror with Rene, which one was it? It was the second episode of the recent season where there was a bully, and we were seeing perspectives from the bully side of what was going on, and the victim of the bullying got some powers, and she was using it to torture the bully back. And so naturally you'd think that like what ends up happening is that the bully gets like tortured and understands that what she did was wrong and stuff like that, and that she would either end up reforming or suffering under the way the story develops. But she actually turns it on the victim and then beats her, and then that's just how that episode ends. And it's like the victim was extremely excessive, so it didn't feel like a bad guy won or a good guy won. It felt like both of them were just shit people. So suddenly the bully winning just felt out of it felt realistic, I guess. Like sometimes shit happens, but I do like good endings too. But I think that done is sprinkling in a bad ending every once in a while keeps you on your toes. Because if we always have good endings, then it doesn't, it takes away from the viewing experience, I think.
I agree with you. When I was little, I also didn't like how it ended. Maybe it's true
and
that
now that I've said
can't
all of
guarantee us
that,
true justice,
these two characters are
but
just
I
going to
still want
undermine
see
everything that
justice
I've
being
said.
served, at least in fiction.
This response seems to earn Qixing's approval.
I feel the same way. Pardon me for asking. That beast you summoned was something else. It reminded me of a certain creature. A legendary beast from the north of China. 強梁既出，網友不為，斬殺兇救，梟截不詳. That must make you a descendant of the Liang family, right?
That is why it is called Qiangliang, yes? Something in Qixing's gaze makes Liang feel as though she's standing too close to an open flame. But even so, she answers truthfully.
Yes, I'm Liang Yue, from the Liang family of the 12 Jins.
The 12 Jins? Okay. I'll try to remember that pronunciation.
Liang Yue. Liang Yue. It's a good name, little Vigil. I'll keep it in mind.
I've already forgotten it. I've already forgotten it. Jinxi. I don't know. Again, I apologize to any and all Chinese people out there. Alright, check your gear. If you're missing so much as a damn paper clip, speak up now. Rookie, where's your chameleon comms? Lost it? Think I still have it? Look, right here. It's just gone into camouflage. Maybe Qiangliang showing up scared it into hiding. Qiangliang, that electric tiger of yours, the one that lives in your phone? This old brick was the relic I used during my first summoning of Qiangliang. It became the token of our bond. When I use this phone to call Qiangliang, it will answer. Wild, it's like something straight out of those TV shows. You're using a phone for rituals? I thought rituals from your side of the world would be more traditional, like those dancing shadow puppets you got? That's an excellent guess. Previous generations of summoners in my family did use shadow puppetry to call Qiangliang. That was centuries ago. Hold on, I need to update my iPhone so that it's Qiangliang compatible. Oh, so does that make you once in a century kind of genius? Not really. I was just lucky that the phone is a more convenient method than shadow puppetry. There it is. You're still as humble as ever, princess. You summoned Qiangliang again. I owe it a thanks for the help earlier. I wouldn't recommend it. Calling Qiangliang without a good reason might make it angry and the calls are really expensive. Yeah, I imagine calling to the heavens racks up your bill quite a bit. There's a lot of story beats, huh? I think it wasn't live. We'll just cut this part out. Tonight's first guest is a brilliant young actress you've seen in CO7 Part 1 and CO7 Part 2. Now she's returning for the upcoming CO7 Part 3. Now honestly, why not just call them CO8 and CO9? Anyway, please welcome Qixing. And then you know what Noir said? She said we're wrapping up, so we might as well use all the explosives. So your reaction to the explosion wasn't just your stellar acting? I'd like to think that some of it was, but that wide-eyed reaction when the explosion shockwave hit me, that was definitely real. No more big fireworks for Part 3, I take it. You must have used them all up in the last one. 50-50. What's that? 50-50. Either this film ends the series with a bang, or flops on its face because of its garbage excuse for an ending. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think you're about to head into spoiler territory. Before Noir sues us, let's cut to commercial. Is she the Tom Holland of CO7? Other side, same coin. Wait, did the it actually got easier It went from Insight 1 level 20 to Insight 1 level 10. Man, the event, whoever designed this event really just said, fucking catch these hands.
And the other two producers of the CO7 series. Before, I thought it was only rumors. But now, thinking over what she said, what if it's true? What am I saying? It's ridiculous.
Then stop pouting over it, Princess. We've got work to do.
The hallway of the Laplace Rehabilitation Center Cooperative Hospital is bustling with people. Lost in thought, Young is wondering whether the Laplace Rehabilitation Center Cooperative Hospital could use a shorter name. But she's jolted back to reality by a firm clap on the back.
You want to bet on how many people in LA have similar arcane skills? Come on, it's a total coincidence.
All right, you keep telling yourself that.
You don't really think they're the same person, do you? That'd be nuts. I mean, it's the Detective CO7 we're talking about. Sure, she's been retired from acting for a while, but she's like super famous. If she was gonna go all kooky and start taking out crooks like she was the real CO7, why wait all this time? It's been years since her last movie, and we're only just dealing with this Nightpiercer guy now.
Okay, fair enough.
Besides, it's not like it's a crazy, unusual type of arcane skill. Who knows? Maybe this Nightpiercer guy is a fan of Detective CO7's films too. Can't rule out anything yet.
Surprised to see Poitier be the voice of reason here.
Hey, you okay in there? Did I knock the wind out of you?
She's supposed to be like the go-getter, the one that chases all the leads. Consequences be damned.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Young shakes her head. Poitier, still bewildered and perhaps feeling a little guilty, insists that she didn't mean to hit her so hard. Not that it matters. At least the sun's smack did the trick in pulling Liang out of her spiraling thoughts. Neither the test results nor the suspect's family has arrived yet. Liang makes her way to the vending machine at the far end of the hallway with the coins Poitier dropped in her hand as a half-hearted apology. Buys herself an orange juice. But that absurd thought, that ridiculous guess from earlier, still refuses to leave her mind.
Forget it. Just like you said, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, attempts to push the thoughts from her mind are failing. That is, until a frantic voice cuts through the air.
But you're injured, ma'am. You can't just leave.
I'm totally fine. It's just a tiny smidge of damage. I can fix it myself.
But ma'am, you only have one eye and it's through a camera lens. We need to get it off you.
You call a broken arm a smidge. Need to let us treat it immediately.
Oh, it's the arm that's
What's going
the problem.
on here?
The doctor recognizes her uniform immediately.
Are you a vigil? Could you help me stop this girl? She's trying to leave with a broken arm. She was in an accident. But since she's woken up, she's refused to let us examine anything. She might not be our normal kind of patient, but we're doctors. We can't let someone leave when they need immediate medical attention.
A vigil? I'm in a hurry now. I'm gonna miss my bus.
Beneath the girl's clothing, the exposed skin has a cold metallic sheen. That must be what the doctor meant by not our normal kind of patient. Young notices the emblem on her chest, marking her as an employee of the St. Pavlov Foundation. How odd that she'd have such a panicked reaction at the sight of a vigil.
There'll be another bus, but you only have one buddy. You should listen to the doctor. Sit down and wait until you're cleared to leave. Please show us your ID so that the doctor can give you treatment.
For a few stiff seconds, the girl's mechanical head freezes in place. Then in a movement almost too fast to follow, it snaps up.
Look! A hamster riding a stethoscope!
Oh my god, where?
A hamster what?
Bizarreness of these words leaves Leon no choice but to glance in the pointed direction, only to confirm, of course, that there is no hamster nor stethoscope in sight. Damn it! This relationship can't be built on lies.
Now. Wait!
After that camera lady. Jeez, I'm not even tired. I don't know why I'm
Can
yawning.
we use the camera dolly this time?
Be mindful of passerby and avoid attacking patients. So no AoE, I get it. Ah, why are you chasing me? The hamster's over that way. I need you to cooperate. Stop right there. Oh, officer, watch out. Don't come through the corridor like that. You almost knocked me over. Sorry, ma'am. Need to be more careful. Keep my arms and legs in check. Avoid hitting civilians and stay clear of all this equipment. Is the patient going to attack me? No, he's gonna hit me with status. Fuck, I'm gonna get COVID. Alright,
Whew. I can't afford to lose those.
Okay, so if I know how it works now, let's
Please
buff
stay
on
behind me.
Loggerhead.
Let me check my rails first.
Loggerhead be Loggerhead.
Oh, so that's what happened.
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
I don't remember having a reason to worry.
Next. I don't want to do the counter, I think. Which one's the mass attack? Oh, no.
I will do as asked. Xiaomyao, please let me
Alright,
your
I'm
power.
starting to learn how to use
Be careful.
Young now.
One rabbit, two rabbits.
My responsibility.
This bitch is gonna attack me.
No!
God, how rude. What were... I don't see it. Whatever. I don't want to use counter, because I don't know if poison would count.
Please stay behind me, Xiaomyao. Please.
Oh, I can't even use the AoE. The ultimate.
My responsibility.
That's so unfair. Oh my god. This would be a good time to change them all.
Please stay behind Xiaomyao. Please.
I will do as asked.
Awaken. My responsibility.
Come on, Satsuki. Yeah. Oh my god,
What
the
a memorable
patient
moment,
died of cringe.
timekeeper. Don't forget.
Got her.
Watch out.
Sorry, I'm after a...
The hospital's narrow hallways are hardly suitable for a chase, and Leon quickly finds her path blocked by a supply cart. By the time she's made it past, the mechanical-headed girl has disappeared. Her metal chameleon communication device, issued by the Division of Arcane Affairs, gives off its distinctive chime.
Hey, Rookie, where did you go? Get back here. The medical report is ready, and Mr. Ron's family just arrived.
I... Understood. How's Mr. Wan doing?
Well, you did fucking squish him with your electric tiger, so it's not looking great.
It's not pretty.
I like how he's still described as enraged man, even though we know his name. Mr. Wong is lying unconscious on the hospital bed, looking haggard. His breathing is labored and raspy, like a wind rattling through a hollowed-out log.
How? What happened to him? He seems completely normal this morning.
Her legs go weak. Were it not for the man supporting her, she might have collapsed entirely.
Please relax, Miss Wong. We have to wait and see what the doctor says.
You again.
Poitier instantly recognizes him, one of the Division of Arcane Affairs' least welcome and regular visitors.
Right. You're the local arcane private eye, aren't you, Joe? Are you commissioned by the victim?
What?
What? The man's eyes widen in surprise before shooting Poitier a venomous glare.
Unlike some taxi leeches out there, I actually help people in need. I don't charge a fee when it comes to my neighbors.
Sorry.
He clearly has no interest in arguing at a time like this. He lets out a cold snort and turns to the doctor with a questioning look.
Miss Liang has cleared the unknown arcane skill that was afflicting him. His physical condition is stable, but I fear there may be some long-term effects on his mind.
Oh yeah, I did get Xbox, not the Xbox, but the PC Game Pass for Claire Obscure. Now that I think about it, I wonder if Sleeping Dogs is on there, because I've always had an interest in playing Sleeping Dogs, and the Chinese flavor of this event, coupled with it being in LA, reminded me how I wanted to play it. So maybe I'll think about it if I can find it on the Game Pass, or at least get it cheap. There's no way Sleeping Dogs isn't super cheap these days.
He seems to be suffering from a severe thought and memory disorder. It would be best to keep him asleep.
Doctor, when will he wake up? Can I speak to him?
For now, we suggest against it. It may cause him additional distress to see someone familiar to him. We fear there might be memory loss.
It's clear that he's been manipulated.
What? How? What should I do now? With his mother gone, I can't take any more of this.
Poor lady.
Madam.
The woman looks as though all the strength has been drained from her body as she slumps into a nearby chair. Liang opens her mouth to offer comfort, but can't seem to find the right words. Zhou's gaze sweeps past Poitier before settling on Liang.
So, who's a little China's kid? Did the DAA give you a sidekick to do your job for you? Forget it, lah. Listen, if you are not going to do your best to help these people, then it's better you just stay out of my way.
Liang looks to Poitier with a questioning gaze. Poitier shakes her head and sighs, gesturing for her to come closer before handing over the hospital's diagnosis.
When they first brought him in, there were remnants of the arcanum riddled through his body. It might have gone a long way to proving he wasn't in control of himself. But I guess anything definitive has already faded away. The doctors couldn't isolate a cause. Worst case scenario, they might not believe us and have this poor guy shoved off to the funny farm.
Ew. Liang clenches her fists and looks towards the woman curled up in the hospital chair, quietly sobbing. She looks so small against the oversized seat. Yeah, you do not want to go to a mental hospital in this age. Hell no. Mental illness is treated like kings in comparison to what people used to do to mentally ill people in the past. Holy shit. Finally, Liang steps forward and crouches beside the chair. After a brief hesitation, she reaches out and places a hand over the woman's. Zhou looks surprised.
Madam, please. You need to stay strong for your husband. They've brought in some of the best doctors from the Laplace Rehab Center. If there is anyone that can help him, it'll be them.
In a way, it is a promise with no real guarantee. A statement that could almost be considered a lie. But even lies have value when a person needs to hear them. The woman hastily wipes her tear-streaked face and lifts her head.
He said that he was going to buy produce from the wholesalers. But I couldn't reach him. And then the police called. My husband is a good man. Everyone knows that. He would never do something like this.
Aww.
Please, miss. You have to help us.
The woman grasped Liang's hand tightly in hers, her fingers trembling. Her hands are gentle yet rough, etched with years of hard work, the kind of hands earned through long days and nights of striving for a better life. In her palm, she can feel the woman's desperate burning warmth. It's hot. She feels it could scorch her. Liang takes a deep breath.
You can rely on us, ma'am. We'll find out the truth behind this. I promise you.
She gives the woman's hand a firm, reassuring squeeze.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are our only hope. Please.
Sometimes a lie can become the truth. All it takes is someone willing to make it so. The door to the ward is shut behind them. After a moment of silence, Poitier tilts her head.
Rookie mistake, Princess. Never make a promise about something you don't get to decide on.
True enough.
I'm sorry, Miss Poitier, but I only mean...
Hold it. I didn't say we weren't gonna do our best.
The words she was about to say no longer serve any purpose. Instead, Liang does something Poitier has never seen her do before. She smiles. Oh my God!
Not so fast. We still need some solid evidence if we're gonna crack this case.
But where to begin? It seems like there are no obvious clues beyond what we were seeing. Mr. Wong had no enemies, and was well loved in his community. If that's the case, then it can't be a simple motivation. Still, something sticks out to me. When I ask about any recent events or happenings, it wasn't Mrs. Wong that answered. It was...
Poitier already knows where this is going.
Joe, our private eye with a chip on his shoulder against the DAA.
Yes. He mentioned that there have been strange things going on around LA's Chinatown recently. According to my notes, he mentioned there were children that suddenly became distant and unresponsive, young men that began showing signs of memory loss, and an otherwise healthy elder that rapidly developed signs of dementia, absent-mindedness, and despondence towards family and friends, memory loss. It all sounds very familiar to Mr. Wong's condition. But no one thought to bring the matter to the police.
It's affecting all of Chinatown?
I also spoke with the nurses here. They said they've also noticed an increase in patients from Chinatown complaining of confusion and memory loss. I guess once again, no one thought it was serious enough for our attention.
Poitier's expression darkens.
Well, what you thinking, Cadet? Are all these cases related? If it's as widespread as you're making it out to be, we might be in over our heads.
Even so, I think we can't overlook it as a possibility. Arcane skills that directly affect the mind are rare, but they do exist. I've read of similar cases in the Vigil's archive. One of them, as I recall, had very similar symptoms to what we're seeing here.
Liang's brow furrows.
However, if there were some criminal intention behind all of these symptoms, what could it be? Or could it be an accident? Maybe a child with a powerful arcane skill who can't control it. Or some unregulated and dangerous arcane objects. We can't draw any conclusions without more evidence.
Two officers look troubled. Then, as if something has clicked in her mind, Poitier's face lights up.
Arcane objects. Isn't there a department in the Foundation that stores and records dangerous arcane materials?
Yes, at the headquarters of the Foundation. And its official name is...
St.
The
Pavlov
Arcanum
Foundation?
Containment Department.
Oh, that thing. Okay. I was gonna be like, the St. Pavlov Foundation. I don't know. Ah.
Ah, voilà. Je crois que je suis arrivée.
Oh dear Lord, what are you speaking?
C'est bien plus lumineux et spacieux que je ne l'avais imaginé.
It sounds French. Speak English, damn you! I'm trying my best out here. Hey, is that Miss Qixing over there? Looks like a friendly chat is in order. Last night, the Night Piercer struck again, attacking the convoy transporting the infamous Johnny Three Times. 2 officers were knocked unconscious during the attack. However, Johnny Three Times was seriously injured and remains in critical condition. Insiders say citizens clashed with the convoy earlier that day due to dissatisfaction over Johnny Three Times' licensing. Later that night, the Night Piercer struck, seemingly enacting vigilante justice on behalf of Johnny Three Times' victims. Public support for the Night Piercer has grown since. And although it's already been a day since the attack, crowds still gather at the scene. We're here to hear what the people on the street have to say.
Serves him right. That scumbag deserves a prickly end.
What, you want us to like poke him with a stick? I think following the law is important, but honestly, the way Johnny Three Times got a light sentence feels off. Who, me? Are you asking me? Oh, sorry, miss, but you haven't happened to see CO7, have you? Oh, no reason. I thought this was one of them prank interviews that they've been doing lately. How should I put this? Sorry, but someone in my position isn't really allowed to comment on politics. He's a doctor who loves his job. Seeing you hurt gets him a little giddy, that's all. Welcome to the Laplace Rehabilitation Center. We are the world's leading hospital specializing in Arcanum, whether you are suffering from Arcanum-related injuries, cursed with bad luck after an argument with your neighbor, transforming more and more into a beetle with each passing morning, suddenly recalling your past life as a pharaoh, causing you great distress at your office job. God, I can relate. The Laplace Rehabilitation Center is committed to giving you the best treatment available. Don't worry about whether your rare condition is covered by health insurance. This isn't America. To thank you for contributing to medical advancements, we offer discounts and subsidies based on the rarity of your condition. Each rare condition gets you a flat 60% discount if you're simultaneously bitten by a vampire and a dragon while dissolving into an oil painting, but you're somehow still alive. And that's right, your treatment will be free, and we'll even pay you 80% of the treatment cost as a bonus. You know, I don't... I think if you get through a vampire, a dragon, and some sort of sentient oil painting sucking you in, and you manage to live, I think you need to go to the lottery, not the doctors. What's this? We'll go back to story mode. That's her weapon. Oh, okay. So let me see. How much? When does this end? 14 days? Okay. This has lyrics? I didn't even know that. I still got plenty of time to get the weapon then. All right, French girl, what's going on?
Des armoires et encore des armoires.
Oh, oui.
Qui est responsable ici? J'avais l'impression que c'était un département important, non? Où est la sécurité?
My sister is fluent in French. She went to France for a good part of a year. The ever-curious Matilda weaves her way through the rows of filing cabinets. She has read about this department in books detailing the Foundation's history.
Le département contient tous les objets connus qui ont produit des phénomènes dangereux ou mystérieux
The
liés à
department
l'arcane.
contains all known objects which have produced dangerous or mysterious arcane phenomenon. People really like Matilda. In terms of just story or gameplay. I'm assuming
Certains
story.
disent même qu'il contient chaque mystère arcanique résolu et non résolu, jamais enregistré. Et bien sûr, le plus grand mystère de tous les temps, la tempête, les défis toujours. Comme c'est le cas pour nous tous, il semble que chaque département sont désormais tournés vers l'étude de la tempête. Il y a peu de temps pour ces énigmes plus triviales.
I would love to hear a French person's opinion of her acting. Her animal is a duck. That's adorable. Oh, I didn't even read that last one. Her footsteps echo through the empty department, and the odd sense that she's being watched settles over her. What? She just walked in? Silence can be comforting, but it can also be unsettling, a breeding ground for loneliness, dredging up long-buried unease.
Je me demande comment va maman. Madame Z a dit qu'elle la surveillerait, mais toujours pas de nouvelles.
She finds herself pausing, her gaze lowering to the ground, but only for a moment.
Non, ressaisis-toi, Mathilda Boaniche. C'est ta maman, la plus grande mère de tous les temps. Qu'est-ce qui pourrait bien avoir mal tourné?
She's French Subaru. That's adorable. Matilda. With renewed confidence, she picks up her pace, her pale ponytail bouncing behind her.
Maintenant, sa fille la plus remarquable est en train d'accomplir une mission importante pour la Fondation. Contrairement à certains autres qui ont consacré leur temps précieux à des vacances au nom de réveiller les jeux d'Uluru.
I agree. It's, thinking back though, why would you ever want to wear pigtails when ponytails exist and they're so much better?
On espère tout de même qu'ils réussiront à rendre ces jeux aussi grandioses et sublimes qu'ils disent qu'il était dans le passé lointain, ou sinon...
Just as she passes another set of shelves, something catches her eye.
Everything's fine here. Now on to the next row.
Oh, thank God, an English person.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
What is it?
An excellent question, miss. See that serial number on it?
Or are we in the Tekken universe? Can everybody just understand each other?
AN003. A water sample from the Peilin River. Number 003. There are hundreds of thousands of samples, collections, and records here. But no matter who you ask, this particular one will always make their top list. Collected in a remote city in China. When the investigators arrived, they found that it had been isolated in time. All its inhabitants dressed and lived as if they were from the late Tang Dynasty. They were completely unaware of the state of the world beyond their lands, as if trapped in a time capsule from the forgotten past.
Oh.
The liquid inside the vial is clear and pristine, less like river water and more like a perfectly liquefied gemstone. Matilda can't help but stare in fascination.
But how is that possible? Did no one ever leave the city? Not even to travel or do business?
You're a clever one, miss. Yes, it seems the investigators were confused too. In the end, they realized that an arcane skill was affecting the Peilin River. Sadly, it seems the arcane energy was dissipating by the time they arrived, and they weren't able to figure out its cause. This is the only sample they were able to recover. Laplace has been begging for access to it. They're eager to unravel the mystery.
And why are you showing this to a random lady?
That is indeed a most intriguing claim.
It's not just a claim, miss. It's real. Wait, Miss Matilda Boaniche?
The careless young staff member only now seems to have fully recognized Matilda's presence.
You've heard of me?
Yeah, of course. Who hasn't heard of the Boaniches and their star investigator daughter? Didn't you know that everyone's been talking about you since you joined the Foundation? Actually, my mother and I went to visit you. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself. Constance Scott. I'm a fellow graduate from SPDM. Of course, now, I'm just a record keeper here.
Is Scott here also a unit that you can recruit? Because I like her, she's cute. Or is she just an NPC? It doesn't seem like false modesty. Every top student of the SPDM was granted the honor of having their name inscribed in the school's Hall of Fame, but Matilda has never once come across the name Scott. No! NPC locked.
Actually, I've been looking for you as well, Miss Scott. Commissioner Pedra asked me to give this to you.
A letter? What's it about?
I couldn't say, but he had a most unpleasant look about him as he gave it to me. Then he asked me to review my report on the events in San Francisco. Are you alright? Your face has grown quite pale.
I'm fine. I just have a bad feeling I know what I'm about to read.
Having bid farewell to Matilda, Scott makes her way to a secluded room within the department, which seems to be every single department because I don't think there are any rooms that have anybody in them. The letter clutched in her hand. She carefully closes the door behind her and with one last glance around the room opens the envelope. A single sheet of paper floats out from within, one carrying a heavy message.
The investigation has been concluded. Unfortunately, their findings were exactly as we feared.
I love
the suspect
letters
must be
that
apprehended ASAP, and all efforts must be made to retrieve this arcane object before either cause further trouble. You must leave immediately. Her last reported sighting was in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
That's always like one of my favorite gimmicks is letters that talk their message contents to you.
Sorry, could you say that again? Ji Ma Wu? And that means paper horse dance? Okay, I got it.
喂，老細，今日仲有冇燒肉啊？揞埋晒啦！啊，今日切條叉燒，整到半隻白切雞啊！
叉燒。
Daddy, look! There's a dragon on the floor! That's totally cool!
People speaking many languages meet and weave around each other on the crowded avenue. Yang wanders among them, stopping every now and then to take it all in.
Welcome to Chinatown. How do you like it?
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Boydier?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, outside of work, it's been a while. 3 years or so.
Only once in 3 years? I don't think you can consider that often.
Boite waves a hand, glancing down the lively streets on either side.
Yeah, well, it's a fun place for a day trip, sure. But things are different when you put on the uniform. Remember that private eye back at the hospital? Joe? You can get an impression about how people see the police around here from him.
You mean that the residents here don't cooperate with the Arcane Affairs Division?
Well, it's complicated. There's a lot of language and cultural barriers. Folks here just don't turn to the police to solve their problems. Even when they do, we feel like we have no idea where to start. The thing that surprised me the most was how arcanists of all kinds and humans live so closely together here. I guess it's the same in China, isn't it? I remember this one time we had a call about a break-in. When we got there, it turned out the shopkeeper was a big white bird as tall as I am.
They were just straight up a bird?
And this other time, we're chasing down a lost puppet for some lame-ass puppeteer. Anyways, so I asked an old lady if she'd seen a doll nearby. You know what she said? Well, I don't know what she said, but she started going off about me being a Laowai. Now give me some credit. I might not speak Chinese, but I do know Laowai means foreigner. So excuse me? Like I'm American, baby. Born and raised.
I like that. Like I'm American, baby. Born and raised. That's such a genuine line read.
Sorry.
Liang knows she should remain serious, but she can't help but be tickled by Poitier's indignation. Poitier shoots her a glance, but then heaves a quiet sigh.
That's not even the half of it.
Oh no, it's cat time. And now he's flopped to his side.
The thing is, I don't hate it here. Although I can't say I love Chinatown very much either. To be honest, most of us on the force haven't found a way to make inroads with the people here.
Oh, cute. Rain and Rauda, Tay on the timeline.
If that's the problem, why don't we try to understand things step by step? Maybe then we can start fresh? We're here anyway.
Liang turns back and examines the archway at the beginning of the road. They've already been in this other world for a while.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
I think when I went to LA, I didn't visit their Chinatown. I think I only briefly stepped into their Japanese section, and that's where that's when there was a shooter on the loose. That was a great impression of LA. Fucking there for 1 or 2 days and suddenly there's a shooter. Great. Loved it.
If we're gonna get anywhere, then we'll have to start here.
Yeah, I wasn't there at the when it happened, but it was in the area real close by.
But we need to check another task off our list first.
They crossed the street and turned into a narrow alleyway.
Should be right there, down the alley. Feeling excited, rookie?
Yeah, suffice to say, I ain't going back to LA.
We're about to pay a visit to your favorite director, Noir.
Pretty lady.
Favorite? What? No. I just like the movies, that's all. I've got no specific feelings for the director.
Sorry, Cat's being cute. Liang can't hold back her rebuttal, but under Poitier's teasing gaze, she stops herself.
Maybe just a little. I am curious about the mind of the director behind such great movies.
He's too far away. Cats all love to just barely be out of reach. Fine, suffer.
But this is strictly a police matter, so I will act with professional self-restraint. Actually, I've made a request with the Vigil's intelligence branch for a file on Director Noah and any related events. We should get it soon.
You've got a file on her already? Feels like you're going a bit overboard, rookie. It wasn't actually the director that called us. Her assistant did. Later on, Noir herself contacted us and said the so-called threat was just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I'm sure.
Normally, we'd leave it at that. There's too much real crime out there to bother with a case where the victim doesn't think anything happened. Still, according to dispatch, the assistant was real spooked over it. The operator got the feeling we should give it a second look, so they kept the file open. But look, this is just a follow-up and an excuse to come down here. So keep your mind on the real mission.
Got it, ma'am.
A scene from the Division of Arcane Affairs yesterday flashes across Liang's mind. After leaving the hospital, they immediately return to report their findings and highlight the dangers lurking behind Chinatown's strange events. But the higher-ups had a different take on things.
It's been reassigned to the local precinct.
Alright, fine. I'm coming to pick you up. You asked for it. Oh, you're yawning. Really? There we go, cat. Petting I got lap cat now. Poitier stands in the doorway to the deputy chief's office and shakes her head. Liang immediately catches the subtle shift in her expression.
What's wrong? What does that mean?
Nothing, kid. It's just most of the force aren't trained to deal with arcane crimes. Don't get me wrong. They're good, capable officers, but I'm worried. If this was any other case, I'd keep my mouth shut. But come on, this is clearly our department. This case has arcanum all over it.
Oh, speaking of LA crimes and stuff like that, though, my favorite reviewer that doesn't actually review the games that he's reviewing, but still kind of somehow reviews them, released a 9.5-hour video on LA Noire. I'm definitely putting that in the chat. No, he's leaving me, Luca! If you got 9 hours to kill, trust me, that is basically ASMR content right there.
I don't think they know what they're getting into.
For a brief moment, neither speaks. Then Liang's eyes light up.
Miss Poitier, I have an idea. What if we...
We prioritize Noir's case, which just happens to put us in Chinatown, so there's no harm in asking a few questions about our other investigation. I knew there was a little rebel in you, Liang. You like to bend the rules, just not break them. Am I right?
Not too often. Actually, I think we're obliged to take Miss Noah's case seriously, even if it wouldn't help us with the other case. Please wait a minute. It's my communication device.
Liang pulls out the communication device, often criticized by Foundation employees for being too bulky. Little do they know, she can fucking use it as a weapon. Poitier leans in to get a better look. Her chameleon calm perched on her chest stretches its neck in curiosity. Oh my god, it's old.
SPF-1 portable contact device activated. You've received a new message. Downloading attachment.
Man, I wish my Game Boy Advance could do this.
Download complete. Please check your mailbox.
Message? What's it about?
It's from the intelligence department. They've found her records. Miss Noah is registered with the Foundation. There might be something in her files that can provide us some clues.
She opens the pinned email and scans through the attached files. Her expression turns serious.
Wait, is this...
Cliffhanger! Wait, is this a cliffhanger? Rookie Actor's Guide. Humans are natural editors piecing together an ideal memory from mere fragments. Although I don't usually keep a journal, I had to record today's encounter. I met the great Miss Matilda. I don't even remember how to pronounce that last name. I still remember that summer. My mother lectured me for an hour before we left, and then another— Hi! Meow! Meow! What do you want? You'd be sleeping in the closet still. You were bugging me this morning. My mother lectured me for an hour before we left, and then another hour during our journey. I thought I was following her instructions perfectly. I was dressed perfectly neat, my greetings were memorized word for word, but the moment I met the bona fides, I don't know, the bonaniche, I froze solid, too nervous to say anything. Even adults can get stage fright, so how was it fair to give her own daughter the cold shoulder for it? A smile or a pat on the back from Mother was all I needed to finish my greeting without fumbling. Thank goodness for Lady Beryl. She saw what happened, and her gracious words salvaged the situation. I didn't disappoint my mother after that. I'm sure of it because the rest of my memories of that visit were pleasant. Lady Barrow's warm smile and Matilda's energetic chatter. Matilda could be as noisy as she liked and still win her mother's approval. How I envied that so much. But Lady Barrow, for some reason, I can't remember what she looked like. Now I understand Latham's frustration. Being Matilda's mother, I couldn't imagine a matured, refined version of Matilda. Minus the child energy, and oh right, without the hooked nose. That's my mother's trait. Alright, I'll start this up and then I'll go to the bathroom real quick. I've been drinking a lot of water. Yeah. Hey, you better run.
Whose is this? It's blocking the camera sightlines. Get it out of the way!
Bastard cat attacked me while I was on the toilet. I swear, somebody saved me from this abusive relationship. Ugh.
When are we coming in? We've been waiting forever. I wish I brought a chair.
What's going on? Are they filming another movie? Do you see anyone famous?
Yep, I will be sure to send them to you day one shipping. At the end of the alley, in an old abandoned house filled with camera equipment, crew members and actors go about their business, drawing curious glances from passerby. What particular figure catches Liang's attention? Someone strangely familiar.
Oh, is that today's lunch? Mind if I take a look?
Loggerhead.
Not now. Alright, fine.
That's that odd person I saw at the hospital. She works for the Foundation.
Who? You mean Camerahead over there? What do you mean by odd? You think she could be a fake?
No, she's a real Foundation member. I checked her information as well when I inquired about Miss Noah's file. Her name is Latham, an awakened arcanist, currently working in the Arcanum Containment Department.
I'm just gonna keep calling her Loggerhead.
I wasn't given any access to her details, but based on our encounter, we should have no problem with her.
Good. Fine. I'm happy enough leaving the Awakened to their quirkiness.
So, okay. Let me ask then, because they're not gonna make it clear. It seems like the Awakened are people that have been modified with real-world objects? Or something like that? Or are the Awakened objects that are given human forms? Or sentience, I guess. Because Apple is Awakened too, correct? She isn't their top priority. Liang knows that. She pushes aside that odd feeling for now, following Poitier through the crowd and onto the set.
What do you mean she hasn't eaten yet? Director Noir's doctor was explicit that she's not allowed to skip any meals. Oh, hello, officers. How can I help you?
Object with sentience. Okay. The well-dressed woman walks over to them.
We received a call from a Lin Wang. Did you make a report about some unknown person making physical threats and stalking Miss Noir?
Yes, that's right. I'm Lin. But...
Upon hearing their purpose, Lin hesitates, glancing uncertainly over at one end of the set.
We did it! Abby, you're here!
Cut!
At this single command, the actors freeze in place.
No, I'm afraid we'll have to roll that again.
I'm sorry, director.
The young actor's body stiffens instantly. Based on where he's standing, it's clear that he is only a background character in this scene. But Noir, seated on her throne-like wheelchair, the overseer of everything, didn't miss his mistake, no matter how minor it was.
Not at all. I just want more emotion this time. She's your true love, but you have been apart for a long time. Things are different now. She is. You are. Your reunion must be more complex. It isn't simply happiness you feel. You must mix that emotion with worry and guilt. She doesn't know anything about what happened to you. You can't help but worry that she will never be able to understand you. You wonder if she has got herself into any troubles.
I really
know
like
this is a short scene,
Noir's
but the
look.
audience must see a full range of emotions.
A lot of people like the different hairstyles, short, bob cut, all of that stuff. But just really nice, long, flowing hair has always been super beautiful to me.
I know you attended drama school, so let's see that training shine. I know you can do it.
Yes, director! I will try my best!
Simply being noticed by the famous director is enough to leave him visibly flustered. He immediately straightens up, shedding his nervous stance from moments before.
Good. Let's roll it again.
Excuse me, Director Noir.
Seizing this moment before the next take, the assistant swoops in and whispers something to Noir. Okay. Noir glances toward the two officers, her face betraying no emotion. It's impossible to tell what she's thinking.
For someone that famous, you think I'd have known she uses a wheelchair. How you feeling? Finally getting a chance to meet your favorite director. Thrilled?
Poitier nudges Liang with her elbow, tilting forward a little as she teases her. But when she sees Liang's face, she pauses.
What's with the long face, kid? Where'd all your excitement go? Oh, is it about the message you got?
Yes. It's just something that's bothering me.
Before Liang can explain, the subject of their discussion rolls towards them in her wheelchair.
Thanks for coming, officers. But I believe I've already explained that this was all just a misunderstanding. As you can see, I'm in perfect health. Well, ignoring these two.
These two? Oh, her legs. She pats her legs with a cheerful laugh. It seems the director has no qualms about her physical condition, though it's hardly the kind of joke anyone else can comfortably laugh along to.
But according to your assistant, there's been someone stalking you for months, and they've recently sent you a threatening letter. So what? That all just misunderstandings too?
I'm terribly sorry for inconveniencing you, officers. Lin is a very dedicated assistant, always looking out for me. She may have just overreacted to my situation. I don't mean to brag, but I've been in the limelight for long enough that I've seen my share of crazy fans. I'm used to it.
Sure, I get that. But about that letter you received, do you still have it?
Noir lets out a wry chuckle and shakes her head.
I'm afraid I don't have it anymore. I received so many letters. Most of them friendly, some of them not so much friendly. I've made a name in this industry, and a few enemies too. If I paid any attention to the negativity, it only dragged me down. I tend not to keep the bad ones around.
Noir's accent is a little odd. It feels like it's going for of a Chinese accent and half of a British accent, which might explain her name Noir. It could be that she is half Chinese, half British.
Well, I'm sure you would do a fine job keeping me safe, officers. I can't let myself worry over it. Besides, what are they going to do? Break my kneecaps?
Well, at least she's comfortable about being in a wheelchair.
Frankly, the only thing I am worried about is that your presence is another distraction for my crew.
She casts a grateful and perhaps apologetic look around the set.
So, it's very much appreciated that you went out of your way to check in on me. But I have a movie to make. I can't disappoint my fans. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're burning daylight and I still have 4 more scenes to film. These Hollywood producers may have opened doors for me, but they also give me so many problems lately.
I'll be honest, she kind of sounds like the voice that you'd hear on a GPS, just like, at the next light, turn right, and then go for 10 minutes.
Is this really just because of her movie?
Noir has already begun to turn her wheelchair away, but Liang stops her in her tracks.
Pardon me?
You seem to be refusing our assistance because you've decided this threat is only a harmless prank. You've decided that it's worth the risk to focus on your film. I don't mean to judge your decision. It may be understandable in some cases.
She moves closer, lowering her voice as she leans in to deliver the next sentence in a hushed voice.
But if this threat is not just a prank, if it is serious...
Am I sensing disapproval?
Noir narrows her eyes a little and raises a hand to halt her approaching assistant. This is a good sign. Liang has earned the chance to talk for at least a little longer. She pushes aside her conflicting emotions and carries on in a voice only the two of them can hear.
There has been an increase in patients coming from Chinatown showing signs of mental instability. Their symptoms include confusion, amnesia, drowsiness, and volatile anger. None of the patients seem to have anything in common. No prior history, all without a clear cause. Does that sound familiar?
Sorry. Is this leading somewhere?
I got it. She is Chinese Dr. X. Or Professor X. Fuck, I fucked it up. God damn it. She's projecting her mind out and telepathically communicating with all the people around her.
A case. 8 years ago, He Rijun, the scriptwriter for your first big hit, Detective CO7. She burned to death in her own house.
Jesus.
However, the cleaners found a fume reel in the debris, surprisingly intact after the fire.
You know, now that I think about it, could it be Loggerhead? Because that would at least fit with Loggerhead's gameplay, putting all those debuffs on everyone. I wonder if she has some way of causing mental debuffs to people through the films. Liang has been watching Noir's every expression. She doesn't miss the fleeting shift in her eyes at the mention of the film reel.
Strange, isn't it? Every other item was burnt to ash, yet this one 8mm reel was as good as new. The cleaners felt the same way. So, being curious, they played the reel. 3 of the 5 who watched it ended up in an asylum. 1 jumped from a building, and the last, according to the reports, became like an empty shell of a person.
And what's happening here reminds you of that?
There are some commonalities between the cases. I can't ignore the possibility that they are related. 2 in particular stand out to me. The similar symptoms of those affected, And you, hard to shake the thought that these are not coincidences.
Whispers spark among the crew as they eye the secret conversation.
What are the police still here for? Are we gonna get back to filming? Who knows? But it doesn't seem good. We are losing light here. Can these guys wrap it up already?
These murmurs, of course, don't escape Noir's and Liang's notice. When she speaks again, Noir's tone is far more direct.
Is that an accusation? No, not at all. I'm just hoping you might be able to shed some light on our case. After our initial investigation, we officially recorded it as an ominous Arcanum incident and determined that the cause was that 8mm film reel, which contained a film titled Reunion of the Three Swallows. To this day, however, the exact nature of the Arcanum hasn't been conclusively determined.
This is an
We're still unsure why it has this strange effect on people's minds, nor why the damage appears to be irreversible. Perhaps more importantly, we still don't know the origin behind the Arcanum on the reel. There are many possible causes that might create such an effect.
This event calls back to mind. There was a summer event in FGO where it was also film based, except the whole group was in like they were kind of trapped in a land that had a whole bunch of horror references to it. So I don't know what it is. I just really like when the theme is movies.
One of the most common thought is from absorbing powerful emotions from an arcanist. The darkest emotions possess the strongest power. Anger, hatred, emotions so strong that they can outlast their bearer's death. Like a curse from beyond the grave, carrying out their last will as an obsession. And in such cases, these objects are sure to lead to disaster. I believe that this film is, undoubtedly, one such cursed item. If it is the case that this film was involved in these new incidents, then we must find out what obsession it's carrying out and find a countermeasure.
I assume you're already on the case.
Indeed, I am, Miss Noah. I've been studying the report on the original case, including some of the theories of the original investigator. One of those theories suggests that, despite your collaboration on the CO7 series, there were many points of conflict between you and Miss He. In fact, the reports mention you had a violent quarrel with her on the day of the fire.
Jesus.
There was even a question about whether you might have been responsible for her death. So, as you can see, I have more than a strong reason to believe you are connected. And if this cursed reel is behind these recent incidents, I'm afraid that you may be the intended target of this curse.
Interesting. Post-lunch questioning. Oh man, I could go for some Chinese food.
Hot damn, rookie. Who could have guessed the famous director would be a part of her own real-life thriller? After talking to her, we still got nothing useful to go on. I can't read anything behind that smiling face of hers.
I would, like, of the story so far, I would like Poitier to be a little bit more involved in the story. Like, this is Liang's event. She is the star of the show, but considering this is kind of like a buddy cop thing, I'd like a little bit more from her, I think.
But if your little theory has got any truth to it, then Noir is in real danger. So why not talk? Isn't she worried about her own life?
Poitier channels her frustration into her food, devouring most of the meal in the blink of an eye. As she swallows the last shrimp dumpling, she turns to look at Liang, who is busy chatting with the restaurant owner.
是吗？原来对面杂货店那家的女儿也……
就是咯，最近都不知道搞什么，好多街坊家里都出了事。老卢家还算好嘞，他带着女儿去看中医，抓了药，吃了一段时间就好了不少。但是对面街口马仔，他妈就麻烦了。那个阿婆原本就身体不好，忽然间又变得疯疯癫癫。他们俩之前都有过两位来问这件事，说什么事情不太对路。哎，我说呀，就是临近年关，那些污浊的东西都出来了。
您说还有人打听过这件事？那是什么人？
他说自己是什么新科学什么鬼事务所的，好像是个神婆，刚来到唐人街这一带的。
I don't know how well you know the Mandarin or Cantonese or anything like that, but from what you could tell, does their acting seem pretty good?
他还给了我一张卡片，印得鬼马了个，不过不知道被我放到哪里去。
原来如此，多谢您。
As Liang returns to her seat, Poitier shoots her a questioning look.
So, any progress?
I have some bad news. First, there are more victims than we expected. Second, we're not the only ones who've noticed. We need to hurry if we don't want this case to attract wider attention.
Why don't we start with the director then? She seems like our best lead.
Having cleared the dishes closest to her, Poitier pulls the char siu buns from the other side of the table.
I've got a hunch her case is connected with this one. Just like you said, there are too many coincidences to not dig deeper. That writer, what was it? Huh, Ridgewine? She's an arcanist, right? No surprise that she'd imbue that film with all of her final bits of hatred. I've seen a dozen cases like it. Cursed objects are weird as heck. It's definitely possible that it could have chased Noir all the way here.
But there isn't any evidence that corroborates the rivalry between Miss Noah and Miss He.
Hold on. Didn't you read that in a report by another visual? Maybe it's only hearsay, but that's something. Not only that, get this. I did some digging of my own. The night that cleaner leaped off that roof was the exact same night that Noir was in the car accident that left her legs paralyzed.
Yeah, that's not a coincidence.
It gets freakier. According to the reports, they happened within minutes of each other. And the building was less than a block away from the scene of the accident. How's that for evidence? We've got a saying in the DAA, Cadet. When it comes to Arcanum, there's no such thing as coincidences.
Okay, that's good. I remember when Marvel Rivals came out, they had Chinese, Japanese, and English dubs, and I think I remember hearing that the guy who they got for Iron Fist in the English dub, I think he was better at speaking Cantonese than the guy that they got for the actual Chinese dub for whatever reason. With this declaration, Poitier pops the last char siu bun into her mouth.
Whether coincidence or not, it isn't much to go on. We need evidence.
Of course. We can't just leap to accusations without proof. But when it comes to arcane crime, you've got to follow your hunches.
Which, that is
so keep your nose
yet
to the
another
ground.
thing that I've got to check. I did go see Thunderbolts in terms of Marvel, and it's been a long time since I've been watching anything Marvel. one of the things that I should probably be checking out is Shang-Chi, because I heard that one was really good. The Eternals, just to say that I've seen it, a couple of other stuff. Poitier notices the dejection on Leong's face and sheepishly sets down her chopsticks. Sheepishly.
I get you.
Sheepishly.
This isn't just about evidence.
Barbara?
You don't want to point the finger at someone you admire. But you've got to pursue this, even if that means you have to separate the artist from their work.
Leong remains silent for a moment, picks up the chilled lemon soda from the table and takes a sip. I'm not a fan of lemon soda. Doesn't sound good. No, I'm more of a an orange guy or cherry.
Actually, there is another reason that I'm not entirely convinced that Miss Noah, the film incident, and the events in Chinatown are connected. In fact, it's quite a substantial reason. If our records are correct, the cursed reel was found and contained by the Foundation 6 months after the initial incident.
So it shouldn't even be out there.
Which means, unless something has gone horribly wrong, it should still be safely stored within the Arcanum Containment Department.
A sharp crash interrupts her words. The two turn toward the sound.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Scott. A bespectacled girl fumbles with a napkin as she hurriedly tries to clean up the cheddar she just knocked over. Good, you deserve it for making me read the word bespectacled. But her sneaking glances toward the two officers don't escape their attention, and the shiny emblem on her chest tells them exactly where she's from.
Well,
they exchange a puzzled look.
If I remember it right, you mentioned earlier that you saw someone from the Foundation acting suspicious yesterday.
Yes, like the lady over there. She also works for the ACD.
Guess we'll have a talk with her.
I agree, Miss Poitier.
They rise from the table and approach the girl. You done fucked up, Scott. Oh, we're attacking her. Okay. Police brutality! Police brutality! Is something the matter, officers? You seem to have overheard our conversation. Was there anything in it you might know about? We welcome any leads you might have and even offer a reward for helping solve the case. No, I didn't hear anything. This is all happening so suddenly. I have urgent business to attend to. Please understand, officers. There's no need to worry, ma'am. You seem a bit flustered. Here, why don't you come and sit down and we'll have a nice chat. Yes, I'm sure there's a way we can be of help to each other. So we're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Please stay behind me.
Please. My responsibility. You won't get away.
Oh, damn. Vulnerability.
Whew. I can't afford to lose those. Let me check my rails first.
Do the counter.
I can't afford to lose the. Please stay behind me. Let me check my rails first. Relax, I've got it in the loop. A week. Mise en scène? Leave it to me.
Wait, weren't you supposed to? Oh, there we go.
I will do as asked. 私にお任せください。强梁既出，王有不为。
I'm still very impressed with the look of all the attacks and stuff like that.
Advantage. No!
excited.
And I guess
Let me check my wheels first.
that should kill.
You won't get away.
Easy.
What a memorable moment, timekeeper! Don't forget to bring me next time.
Under Liang and Poitier's relentless questioning, the suspicious Foundation member ultimately surrenders.
All right, I'll tell. But only to you, since you're a vigil, but she isn't, right? Sorry, I should really only disclose this info to other Foundation members.
She shoots a cautious glance at Poitier. No, let her be part of the conversation! Poitier says nothing, simply raising her chin at Liang in approval. Liang follows the girl out into the empty alley after verifying Liang's identity with her communication device. The girl gives a final glance up and down the alley before talking.
There's no one I would trust more than a vigil, Miss Liang. I'm here on a mission for the Foundation, and you might be able to help me with it.
September 1990, a female arcanist committed a serious assault and caused a number of casualties. She had appeared at an illegal gathering held by the Order of Enlightenment, a subordinate organization of Manes Vindictae. The Timekeeper encountered her and confirmed her identity. Anjo Nala, a Beyond Arcanist. Born sometime in the 19th century, she was sealed inside a wind-up toy in the year 1968. Since then, she has become a lethal weapon that must obey whoever possesses her toy. But back in 1985, I mean, the real 1985, that toy had been safely stored in an Arcanum containment department as a dangerous item.
Until it was stolen.
You were involved in that particular inventory check. There are 4 additional items that are now lost aside from number 066. The circumstances of the last storm, and that devastating spell threw our whole organization into chaos. However, there's no excuse for failing to uphold our department's most crucial mission. Fortunately, it appears that our break-in was committed by a single culprit.
I heard what you and your partner just said. It's about all the weird things that happen in Chinatown, right? It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve all the arcane objects she'd stolen before they caused more damage.
Loggerhead stole it?
But I guess it's already too late for that.
The meaning behind these words is crystal clear. There is no room for Liang to feign ignorance.
Then you're saying that...
Yes, the cursed reel from the incident you mentioned was among the stolen items. And you said that you have some clue about its current whereabouts?
The cursed film reel, Reunion of the Three Swallows, is in Chinatown. The weight of this revelation sinks heavily in Liang's chest.
I was told to operate under strict secrecy. But at this point, the faster they're retrieved, the better. So, shall we work together?
Scott takes a notebook from her pocket and pulls out a photo tucked inside.
Our main suspect is Latham, an awakened arcanist.
And you seem to be friends. Liang can't help but look surprised when she recognizes the other girl in the photograph. But Scott seems to misinterpret her reaction.
It's hard for me to believe she'd do this. We were colleagues and close friends. I used to call her Loggerhead because she's the most forgetful person I know. At first, I refused to believe she could do such a thing. I still don't understand why. She's not the kind to be greedy. But the Vigils investigated the theft thoroughly, and the Vigils are not the kind to make mistakes. You've been here a few days already, right? Have you had any word about where she might be?
Slipping my mind, I gotta tell you. Scott's brow furrows, her expression torn between hope and fear. It's as if she wants confirmation while equally dreading to hear the truth. Yep, no
Sorry,
idea.
I haven't.
She shakes her head. Scott's expression visibly relaxes.
Oh, what a pity.
Okay, I was doing it for the bit. I don't know what would motivate Liang to withhold that information. This document contains confidential information. Please do not take it out of the precinct. Stuff about a Noir. Noir female arcanist. Her arcane skill allows her to manipulate inanimate objects within a defined range, designating them as actors. Born in Hong Kong in 1950. Graduated from USC School of the Cinematic Arts in 1972. Later worked at what eventually became known as TVB. In 1978, she began collaborating with independent production companies to produce low-budget films. She released her debut film, Muddle, in 1979. Established new art company in 1980. Began working on the film Detective CO7. In 1983, a car accident left her paralyzed from the waist down, allegedly tied to the film incident. For more details on the film incident, please refer to the attached documentation. Yeah, the attached documentation that you didn't give me. Thank you. What was it? Was it 12,000? 8,000 for Noir's weapon. I will have to remember to grab that. Is there anything, like, I'm not too concerned about the wilderness stuff. It looks like I should be going for kind of mainly the top 5 things here. The weapon, whatever the gluttony is for, whatever the psychute is. Crystal casket. Crystal. Yeah. We'll just focus on that. Catch that speeding hamster. Are we gonna chase Loggerhead again?
Have a good day.
Before the owner can even say goodbye, Liang has yanked Poitier at the front door.
What's the rush? I haven't even finished my noodles.
We can eat later, but we need to find Miss Latham now.
Wait, hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook. But why do I get the feeling you didn't tell your Foundation friend about your run-in with Latham? What's up? Why are you keeping her in the dark?
I think that something isn't right about her. I've been to the East City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals. According to Miss Scott, Latham acted alone, but there's nothing in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable. Even with insider knowledge, I don't believe it's possible she could have bypassed the security system and escaped on her own. Either Miss Latham has played the Foundation for fools, or she has more powerful accomplices. That leads me to another thing. This mission is not something a typical Foundation staff member would be assigned to. As Miss Scott claimed to be, there's something we don't know.
You're saying that girl with glasses lied to you?
Maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself.
Liang pulls her SPF-1 contact device from beneath her cloak. After a few simple taps, she turns it around for Poitier to see.
There was another thing I found while searching through Miss Latham's files. Or rather, what I didn't find. There were no warnings or notices on her employee records.
So what, she didn't get in trouble for something? I got this cookie.
You mean she's not actually wanted?
No, I don't think so. Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this problem in secret. So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file. However, when I tried to access more of their records to double-check my findings, I ran into a block on Miss Scott's records.
Access denied. You do not have permission to view this information. If you need access, please contact your supervisor.
The warning symbol flashes on the screen.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet. I contacted my supervisor, but I haven't heard anything back. I don't mean to distrust her, but I can't hold anyone above suspicion.
At least she's not naive. Oh, yeah. Catch me while I'm eating, why don't you? Poitier shifts her gaze from the device's screen back to Liang.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really all right that you're telling me all this? A dangerous item stolen from the Foundation, and possibly an inside job at that. That's a scandal in the making. You could have just lied to me, make up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
Liang gives Poitier a puzzled look.
Why would I? We're partners, Miss Poitier. Hiding information from you wouldn't be right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Me?
Yes. The first day we were on duty together, you said you need to know what makes me tick.
I did, didn't I?
Poitier seems a little dazed. Liang looks at her, sincerity behind her eyes.
I've reconsidered it, and you're right. During my training as a vigil, our instructor emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital importance.
Ah, Tete.
And you, Miss Poitier, have proven to be capable, decisive, and compassionate. I have developed a deep respect for your work.
Just kiss.
We share the same goal, to discover the truth behind the incidents happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate with you.
All right, enough! I'm blushing already.
Poitier cuts Liang off, almost flustered.
Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
This what?
Forget it. You've made your point, now stop it.
Poitier waves a hand, signaling the conversation's end.
But you kinda missed my point. I'm worrying that the Foundation is gonna punish you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
Though I may be a vigil of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny.
Liang's characterization reminds me a lot of Aegis in Persona 3. And I desperately want to hear Liang say, like, they think that they're hot shit, as they say.
And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little.
Despite her conviction, Liang can't help but hesitate a little.
Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret, so...
Cheeky, and you say you don't like bending the rules. I see you, boo. And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together.
I gotta know who does Poitier's voice, because I really like her. The hotel
Which one is my room again? Oh, right. I wrote it down. Let me see. There it is. I almost went too far again. Now the key card. Where did I put it? Oh, here.
You know what? Am I even gonna get anything? Poitier voice actor. Reverse 1999. It's hard for me to type. Oh, the person who did the voice work for Poitier did an AMA on Reddit. Oh, that's so cute. Shannon Hemmings. Ah. Hold on, let me I hate you, Reddit. Wish I could just have. That's fine. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she looks super cute. Yeah.
Home sweet home. Oh, I'm exhausted.
The camera-headed girl freezes in place. Oh, how did we get there? 2 officers are standing in her sweet home. Yeah, when it came to voice actors, I really got started with Christina V. Christina V was the person who made me like really analyze voice actors and like get to know them better, just because I liked her performance as Noelle in Blaze Blue. And then I started hearing like you got your Johnny Young Bosches and your Yuri Lowenthals and English dubs, and then you're always thinking about the director, Christina V. I mean, I know Christina V more as a voice actor. I don't know if she does. I think she does voice acting, directing now. I'm not sure. I don't see anything about that. But anyway, yeah, it's fun to see who's doing voices for what and how they change their tics and their vocal cues.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
We have some questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
Leong steps forward and closes the door on her behalf. Oh, we're just gonna fight her. Is that me? Is that me stronger than me? Oh, fucking kill me! What are you doing in my room? This is a serious, criminal offense! Get out of my room or I'm calling the police! The phone is right here in my hand! No need for that, I am the police! I want to beat the shit out of you.
Let me check my rails first. Be careful. Oh, so that's what happened. My responsibility. I don't remember having a reason to worry. Zoom in.
Well, thankfully, I don't need to know what she does. I'm very intimately aware with it.
Please stay back. Please awaken. You won't get away. Oh, so that's what happened. Relax, I've got it in the loop.
Just have to spread the attacks around. Oh, fine. Being so... That.
I can't afford to lose those.
And maybe just a cat.
Let me check my rails first. 强梁既出，王有不为。Mise en scène?
Oh, I didn't even think the immunity is gonna go hard here.
Ready to roll?
Now I can just do whatever the hell I want.
Behold, this camera that will record the world. Please stay behind.
Easy.
My responsibility. What a memorable moment, timekeeper! Don't forget to bring me next time.
Oh yeah, Blue, did you know that Fuamoko is going to be doing Fatal Frame this week? I saw it on their schedule. I mean, I don't really watch Fuamoko, but if it's Fatal Frame, I'll watch it. I think it's the original Fatal Frame on the PS2 as well. Let me look that up. Fuamoko. Yeah, Fatal Frame, Saturday. That's early morning Japan time. Cool. Oh, and they're doing it on Sunday as well. So yeah, I might actually just check that out. Mostly because I think it's gonna be pretty funny. And I like Fatal Frame, so. When an unsuspecting prey steps into a carefully laid trap, the outcome is already decided.
All right, fine. I'll tell you everything. It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
As she speaks, she backs closer and closer to the wall behind her until she smacks her oversized head into the window ledge. A particular word in her statement makes Liang's tilt her head.
What do you mean, maybe?
Because, actually, I can't remember it. I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
So you're also a victim of memory loss?
Memory film.
This so-called loggerhead girl in Awakened isn't exactly a tough one. Within 30 minutes, she has spilled everything. Yet despite the seemingly ideal results, neither of the officers look pleased.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector, which forms a Latham loop. You were designed to play movies, not record them. And that's why you suffer from severe amnesia. You can only recall things that happened within the last 3 days. And after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
That is a hellish existence.
I guess so.
You guess so?
Poitier's sudden questioning startles the girl. She shrinks further into the corner, wedging herself between the window and a nearby chair.
I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name. What is going on here?
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to their origins and materials, but still, this is quite unusual, to say the least. So, she has no memory of what happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then, she's basically useless to our investigation. I can only imagine what a disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
The girl, mustering what little courage she has left, waves her metal fists in defiance. But her feeble resistance has no effect on the officers. After sighing in unison, they exchange a glance.
What do you think?
I've made a request for Miss Latham's detailed records, but I don't think she's lying. Back at the hospital, the best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
Hey, that was a really cool hamster, to be fair. drop. Something new in the bank. I have 760 clear drop. I don't have any unilogs. Oh, never mind. I have 2 unilogs. Or 1 unilog. How much does it cost for the collector's edition? Eh. What's this? The Ghostmaster? Thanks to that. What is this? Oh, is it just it's just story to read? Yeah, okay. I'll hold off on that just because just reading ain't that interesting to me. She does look damn pretty though. Yeah, I guess we'll keep going for a little bit more because I do have to get ready for that dinner. Part 10, Unraveling the Mystery.
Let me sort things out. Miss Loggerhead, you said you could record and save your memories using a special type of film developed by Laplace, which means that even if you don't recall taking anything from the Arcanum Containment Department, your film should show whether you did or not. But the fact is, the films are gone. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I usually carry my most important memories with me and leave the others in my room. The Foundation staff checked the visitor log after the stuff was stolen. Turns out, I was the only one who visited the office that day. So they sent people to my room and checked all my film, but they didn't find anything. Then they said they already had other evidence, so...
That does sound suspicious, though. Loggerhead's voice trails off and someone else completes her words.
So they just declared Loggerhead guilty. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Something must be wrong.
Foundation employee who claimed to be hunting Loggerhead received a call from Leong just 10 minutes ago. At the moment she stepped into the clue-filled hotel room and laid eyes on Loggerhead, she blurted out, "You're still here!" And just like that, the final piece of Loggerhead's testimony was confirmed. The 2 girls sitting on the bed lower their heads in silent understanding.
So, when you found Miss Latham, you bought her a train ticket instead of putting her under arrest.
Predictable.
I know I've gone against orders, but I'm sure Loggerhead didn't do this. She's my friend. I can't just arrest her and have the Foundation lock her up.
I mean, you can.
I'm sorry for keeping all of this from you, but you're a vigil. I had to be careful. So, if it's not crossing a line, Miss Liang, Miss Potier, can I ask you to keep this between us? You can report it after we find out who's really done this.
Could you, please?
Scott's eyes gleam pleadingly, and Loggerhead's lens gleams as she stares at the officers in expectation. Moving myself just a little bit. I never know where to put myself, just because over here is where the characters are, over here is where the cards are. Can I do it in here? No, I can't. I want to rotate myself. Wait, I know. There we go. I'm up here now. This is perfect. I'll put myself in the corner. Now I'll never be in the way. Well, if I put myself in the middle, then I'm in the way of the text. The pitiful expressions on both their faces would tug at anyone's heartstrings. And you know what? This also reflects the thumbnail. Liang is almost feels as though she's tormenting some kind of harmless creature. But this unofficial interrogation isn't over yet.
We'll talk about that once we figure out what the hell's going on. Back to the case. You said she gave you a train ticket. What are you still doing here?
Because she's dumb. Loggerhead lets out an awkward laugh. I think.
Actually, while I was on my way to the train station, a car on the other side of the street lost control and hit my cab.
Oh.
Thankfully, it crashed into the passenger seat where I was sitting. My metal's much stronger than human flesh.
Leong searches her memory for a moment.
That's right. There was a car accident yesterday morning. The driver suffered some kind of unknown mental abnormality while he was on the road. Maybe he's fallen victim too. What happened next?
I was sent to the hospital, and you showed up. I thought you were gonna arrest me, so I ran as fast as I could. I threw away my cell phone and contact device as soon as I left the Foundation. Scott said they could use them to track me down. I couldn't get a hold of anyone and didn't know what to do. And even though I don't know for sure, I really don't think I'm guilty. It's super weird to be on the run when you feel like you're innocent. So, I went back to Chinatown to ask Director Noir for help. She was the only one I could contact directly.
Crucial name.
Noah. Could you tell me how you got to know her?
Of course. Let me see. Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame. Okay. Now I just need to turn left. Wait, which way is left again? It changes every time I turn, right? Gosh, how the heck do people read maps?
Yeah, I wouldn't have survived in an era of actually having to read a map.
Are you alright? It seems you could use some help.
Noir stopped to help me. She was really interested in my head, so we had a little chat, and I found out she was a director. She offered to take me to the Walk of Fame. We talked a lot about movies on our way there. Then I told her I was traveling alone, so she invited me to join her movie shoot in Chinatown. How could I say no? I mean, she's a famous director. There's no way I'd miss a chance like that.
Interesting. That was the
I
same
think
day
there's a
that
lot
odd
of
things
good
started
voice
happening in
actors
Chinatown.
in this set of in this group of characters. Loggerhead is very pleasing to listen to. The head that was bobbing excitedly comes to a hesitant stop.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Did anything strange happen that day?
Loggerhead's lens flickers. It seems something has surfaced in her mind.
Let me see. I did find a strange film reel when I was unpacking that night.
A strange film reel?
Wait, could that be...
All three of the others immediately perk up at the mention of those words. Perhaps due to the limited field of vision of her camera lens, Loggerhead remains oblivious to their gazes. Instead, she pulls her backpack toward her, muttering to herself as she leisurely rummages through it.
Yeah, a strange film reel. I've gotten into the habit of labeling my films like check every day or check from time to time, so that I know what to watch to keep important things in my mind. I was gonna do a review that night, but when I looked through my film, there was a roll without a label on it. It couldn't have been mine because it was made of a different material. I was so curious about it, you know? So I played it.
What did you see?
It was a movie, I guess, but it was pretty short. More like a demo or a trailer or something.
Is she just accidentally activating the cursed reel?
But it was so weird. Like a jumble of pictures and sounds. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know, maybe it was a prank or something?
She halts her search and looks up blankly.
What's wrong?
The film, it's gone.
What?
Loggerhead shrinks nervously once again.
I can't find it. It was right here in my bag.
Give it to me.
In one swift motion, Poitier snatches Loggerhead's backpack and upends its contents onto the bed.
Damn, first time I've seen a bag messier than my sister's. Do you ever organize your stuff?
Like a whirlwind, Poitier tears through Loggerhead's things, ignoring her shrieks of, "I just forgot to throw that away! And I still need that!" as she ransacks not only the backpack, but the entire room. Finally, she has no choice but to accept a rather disheartening conclusion.
Nope, nothing. You didn't take it out and lose it somewhere, did you? Mistake it for a tip for your pizza guy or something.
I forget things, but I'm not an idiot. I didn't lose it. Check my film if you want to prove it. It just disappeared into thin air.
But your film only records what you saw. Someone might have taken it when you weren't looking. Does anyone else know about this film reel? Did you have any visitors or notice anything suspicious after you played it?
Background.
Suspicious? I don't think so. At least I didn't see anything. The only person who visited me afterwards was Scott. She came to tell me I was wanted by the Foundation. Oh, but actually, I wasn't alone when I played it. Noir was with me. She said she was interested in my memories, so she came and...
The others stare at Loggerhead as if she's grown a second head. She nervously swallows the rest of the sentence.
What's wrong?
So, it was Noir who took the film?
What are you?
A solid punch sends the man flying. At least that's what was supposed to happen.
Sorry, Director. I'll try again.
Don't bother. Clearly, your martial arts skills are severely lacking. I don't want you to hit your head when you fall to the ground.
Jesus, Noir.
Go. Take a break.
The disheveled actor still wants to argue his case, but everyone knows that once this director makes a decision, she won't change her mind easily. In the end, he simply sighs and steps aside.
That was the last one, Director. There are far fewer stunt performers with martial arts experience here than in Hong Kong. Master Lau and his men will arrive in a few days. Perhaps we could shoot the scene then?
Nicholas is on a tight schedule. I doubt he'll change it. Let me see what I can do.
A single sentence is far from enough to capture the many difficulties the famous Hong Kong director has faced since working overseas. Leaning back in her wheelchair, she discreetly scans the set, searching for the missing piece of the puzzle.
Hmm? Her again?
Lin follows Noir's gaze.
Oh, that young officer?
All right, bitch. We came back and we're gonna rough you up until we get what we came for.
What do you want? Listen, I don't know what you are trying to do, but can't you just leave us alone?
Oh, shut the fuck up. You are just an extra. You are not important in the,
Sorry,
in the
ma'am.
lightest.
This is a closed set. If you don't have a warrant, please leave.
Hello, Biltram.
Guys, relax. Liang isn't as mean as she seems.
Clearly, the arrival of a certain visual cadet is unwelcome. So much so that even Loggerhead is being eyed with suspicion. But Liang ignores them. She locked onto her target the moment she scanned the set and is already striding toward her. She stops a few paces in front of the person in question.
I must say, I didn't expect to see you so soon, officer. Is there something else you wanted to ask me?
Girl, you better give me that curse reel. I know you got it.
I think I made myself perfectly clear this morning. I know nothing about your case.
No, madam. I'm here to help.
Help with what?
Miss Latham mentioned that you are looking for a qualified stunt performer for your movie.
What are we doing?
I'd like to help with that, if you don't mind. As an apology.
Liang, we're not here to fangirl.
You surprised me again.
I get what they're going for. The infiltrate and lower her suspicion, I guess. Okay, I admit, I've always been something of a movie buff. Great, we've hit a dead end. Just what exactly did we miss? Maybe we should go over the items in Loggerhead's bag again. Loggerhead, seriously? She's packed all these film reels, but somehow missed the most important one. Look at this. Was she planning to open a video store? So many movie reels. Hey, Liang, these ones are in Chinese, right? Yes, sir. Oh, God. That's the She-Men Fighters. Here's Miss Vampire and Troubled Lunatic. Classic Hong Kong films, but it's unclear if these were Loggerhead's collection or gifts from director Noir. Good grief, do we need to watch all of these? We don't have that kind of time. No, I don't think so. These are just regular film reels, and their stories aren't related to our investigation. I always forgot you used to sneak around and watch movies behind your parents' back. Your knowledge is broader than I thought. So other than CO7, which one's here's your favorite? Our time is running out. Dull as ever, I knew it. But if we wrap this up quick, you should watch Miss Vampire. It's a hallmark of Hong Kong Arcanum films. I was kind of hoping that they would talk about like actual Hong Kong films and stuff like that, because I'd be down to watch stuff if they mentioned a couple, but copyright, I guess. Oh, I'll remember that. We've gone through the bag, but the missing reel isn't here. Perhaps it's time for us to try something else. Yeah, let's hear what our big shot director has to say. And then I think I'll make this the last one. Hey, Khalifi. That's probably not right.
You mean to say that you're a stunt woman? Seriously?
Noir chuckles and shakes her head before turning her wheelchair in disinterest.
Thank you, officer. Well, judging by your uniform, you're from the Vigils Bureau, aren't you? I appreciate the gesture. It's true that we may be able to attract more viewers if we have a Vigil on the cast list. But filmmaking isn't as easy as you think. Maybe I can fit you in next time.
Give me a chance! Rejection, but refusal is not an option in this operation.
I'm familiar with movies, especially yours. I'm actually a big fan. And I saw the performance just now. Not to be rude or anything, but I think I can handle the stunt. For the betterment of the movie. That's what Miss Latham said you were after. Is that right?
Her words stir up a storm.
What? Does she even know what she's talking about?
That's some pretty big talk.
Even Noir can't help but let out an amused chuckle at Liang's words. Even so, her wheelchair comes to a stop.
That's true. But are you certain that you'll make my movie better?
Oh, I will make it infinitely worse.
Yes.
To be honest, no. Liang knows that filmmaking is far more complex than it appears. Her answer is far from the truth. But if she's going to uncover the truth, she has to act the part.
Interesting. Since you insist, let's give it a try. Show me what a Vigil can do.
It isn't a particularly clever trick, but fortunately, Latham's words weren't false. Noir would never turn down an opportunity to improve her films. So I imagine we're gonna beat up some actors.
Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Don't hit the cameraman. Follow the director's instructions. Do not attack the enemy for the first few rounds. In the first scene, you're a martial arts apprentice in Chinatown, cornered in an alley by a group of thugs. You're an outsider here trying to avoid trouble, so all you can do is curl up and take the beating. Are you ready, Mitchell? Yes. Action.
Athos, don't you know what hand over the money means? You want to suffer? Go break her legs. You got it, boss.
I think I literally can't follow the directions. I don't have enough non-attack moves. I have the counter, I have the buff, and then everything else is an attack. Well, shit.
Whew. I can't afford to lose those.
This sucks.
Please lend me your power.
Let me check my rails first. Please stay behind me. Whew.
I'll just pray and hope that the oh right, moving the cards. I forgot that takes up
Leave it to
a
me.
thing. My bad, my bad. I'll do what I can, but better.
Can we use the camera dolly this time?
Honestly, I should have brought Barbara out if I knew that I was going to do this. I guess I shouldn't even do the buff now that I think about it, because that'll just cause an attack.
Whew.
I can still
I can't
do the
afford
counter.
to lose those.
I'll do so.
Please stay behind me.
It's not gonna actually activate. It didn't count. Oh, okay, it did count. Fuck. Oh, I get the one warning. Okay. So don't use the buff again. Got it. I guess I'll just move a couple of cards around.
Hands off the projector!
Woo! I love getting the shit beat out of me. Wait, what? Second scene. You've had enough. You're humiliated and furious, ready to fight back. Get it together. No more looking weak. Show me your anger. Get up from the ground, not to prove yourself, but to tell them whatever you've lost, you're taking it back. Okay. Now we can attack. So do a buff on Satsuki,
Please.
debuff, and then attack.
Please stay behind me. Be careful. You won't get away.
I guess it doesn't matter if I attack the cameraman or not.
What a great season! I will do as asked. 强梁既出，王有不为。
Sorry, cameraman.
Time to admire the cherry blossom.
Oh, Satsuki got petrified. Okay, that's fun.
Please stay behind me. 强梁. Let me check my rails first. You won't get away. My responsibility. Oh, so that's what happened.
She's gonna kill someone.
Case closed.
sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Man, it's amazing how easily it goes when you follow
Excellent.
the directions.
Bravo! Exactly as you claimed. No, even better. Really spectacular work. A perfect take.
I'm flattered, Director.
Noir's eyes glisten as she watches the playback of the shot. Meanwhile, after nearly 20 failed takes, Liang returns to the dressing room, her costume drenched in sweat. When she emerges back in her visuals costume, a bottle of water is handed to her.
Here, it's not open.
Thank you.
Didn't expect you to pull it off. That was a dangerous stunt. Scared the crap out of me. All right. So you did a good job one time. But let me tell you, it takes a lot more than that to win recognition in this industry.
You've really got to hone in on the dramatic scenes if you want to move out of the stuntwoman box. You're good looking, and you took that scene pretty seriously. You interested in doing that? If you are, then I'll suggest you be a little more humble. There's always room for improvement, you know?
You're right.
I don't think she was
sorry.
projecting an aura of pride. I don't
But
know.
I'm not even a stunt woman, let alone an actress. This is all just a bit of fun for me.
Is that so? Oh, what a shame.
The queen of the set rolls over in her chariot, stopping beside Liang.
I appreciate your sincerity, but I'd be even more appreciative if you were willing to do a few more scenes.
If it's just for a short time, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Fantastic! Follow me. We can have dinner and look at the script together. I have a few changes I want to make to the story. Trust me, the audience will be more than happy to hear a line or two from you.
Lines? Okay.
Things seem to be taking an unexpected turn. She's getting too into it.
That's all. Well, have you memorized them?
Yes, every word. But
We have to take you off the case, Liang. You're in too deep.
aren't there too many?
The blank spaces in the script spread out on the table are filled with Noir's flamboyant pen strokes.
She's got a point, Director. The investors might not approve, though. They already told us not to change the script like we did in Hong Kong.
Relax, we've done this before. They never read the script anyway. Besides, I'm not exactly asking for a monologue here. It's only 3 lines, just what's needed to make the character complete.
Lynn gives a helpless sigh. She knows all too well how pointless it is to try and change Noir's mind.
I'll keep practicing until filming starts.
I look forward to your performance.
By the way, I saw some deity dolls and sedan chairs on the set. The Dushu Festival is coming up, right? Is the crew joining the Shouhu parade?
Those are our props. Our final scene is set at the Shouhu parade. I already spoke with the organizers in Chinatown. They've allowed us to shoot during it.
Really? The last CO7 movie ended with the Shouhu parade too.
Noir's eyes light up. She smiles.
Good memory. Looks like you meant it when you said you were a big fan.
The restaurant owner serves their meal, pausing their script discussion for the time being. Noir and her assistant pick up their chopsticks, but Loggerhead remains still.
So, did you find anything? You said that your beastie friend could detect things tainted with evil, right? So, did it sense anything wrong with the director?
While Loggerhead speaks in a hushed tone, the conspicuousness of her head makes talking in secret a near impossible task. Feeling Noir and Lynn's subtle glances, Liang squirms in her seat.
No, but that doesn't mean...
Yes! I told you she'd never do that!
Loggerhead, shush!
Hey! She can hear you, you know?
The situation is already beyond repair. Loggerhead...
I'd never do what?
For a brief moment, Liang feels a splitting headache. She shoots a mildly accusatory glance at Loggerhead, causing her to visibly shrink.
Sorry, I don't like skirting around things. Can't we just ask her straight up?
Not really. If every criminal just confessed to their crimes, the vigils wouldn't exist.
No clumsy cover-up will fool the director now. There's nothing for it but to be upfront. Perhaps this is for the best anyway.
Actually, I didn't just come here to apologize. There's something I want to ask you about.
What is it?
Perfectly measured balance of curiosity and confusion, yet no real surprise. A renowned director having a knack for acting isn't exactly shocking. In fact, it's about as surprising as an amateur failing miserably to do the same thing.
It's about the strange things happening in Chinatown these days.
Wait, so all this was just to butter us up so you could investigate your case?
The assistant, who was all smiles moments ago, suddenly falls silent. Despite her careful preparation, the situation is difficult for Liang.
Sorry, madam, but it's my job. As I said, strange things have been happening in Chinatown. Things that bear a striking resemblance to the film incident that you were involved in 8 years ago, Miss Noah. The case document stated that the origin of these events is a film reel titled Reunion of the Three Swallows, a movie created by your friend, He Rijun. Miss Latham said you watched a film with her in her room a few days ago. Do you have any idea where that film reel is now?
That film reel?
Did you not know what it was?
I had no idea.
Oh, I'm sure. Noir's expression darkens. Clearly, she's realized why Liang has brought up that film reel.
That film we watched together. Well, to put it mildly, it had nothing of interest. It didn't seem to have any semblance of a story, even. It couldn't have been one of Teresa's.
Liang recalls that the archive on Reunion of the Three Swallows cited Teresa as the English name of its creator. Oh, fuck. Noir and Hujin had been friends since their days studying abroad, and it seems Noir still uses that name even now. Rumors, investigation reports, and speculations flicker through Liang's mind, but seeing the somber look on the woman before her, she decides to set them aside for now.
Maybe the original content has been contaminated. According to the Foundation's records, the film reel has two abilities: play and record. The play ability allows it to conjure its contents into reality in a form similar to a movie image, which accounts for the hallucinations and phantoms the victims mentioned. The record ability captures the souls of those in the same effective range as play, and the victims lose a part of themselves, like their sanity or their memories. The case document doesn't mention anything about contamination, but my guess is that the souls recorded by the film have polluted the original content of the film.
Shame on them. Whoever's behind this.
Noir mutters a curse, and both she and Liang fall into silence. Meanwhile, Lin and Loggerhead look utterly lost.
Wait, what are you talking about? Can you explain it to me simply, please?
Miss Noah didn't know that that film was a reunion of the Three Swallows. So naturally, she didn't take it. I think she's telling the truth.
Really? That's great news!
No one responds. Loggerhead looks around and slowly lowers the arm she raised in premature celebration.
Oh, right. The film's still missing, so it's not great news. But at least Noir wasn't up to something when she made friends with me, right? That's definitely good news for me.
She turns to Noir.
That means we're still friends. And friends help each other. Liang said that the film reel could cause some problems for you. Let me help you find it. I'll catch that thief and take the film back to the ACD. Then you'll be safe. I'll clear my name, and the problems in Chinatown will be solved. That's 3 birds with 1 stone. Genius, right?
She's so adorable.
You know, Miss Latham, this is what I like about you. You always speak your mind.
Maybe a little too much. Her eyes squint a little as she curves her mouth into an unexpectedly gentle smile.
Our relationships are so complex, aren't they? That's what makes them so intriguing, captivating, really. A constant source of inspiration. But sometimes I feel that life is better kept simple. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Vigil?
Agreed.
There are certainly simpler ways to say I'm suspicious of you and I have no intention of cooperating.
May I ask you another question?
Please.
The rumors about CO7, which ones are true?
I don't think a few old stories will help you solve the case.
It's not only for the case, but for my own curiosity. I wasn't lying when I said I was familiar with your works. I really like them, and this question matters a lot to me as a fan.
I see.
Noir ponders for a moment.
In that case, I really don't think you should know the truth for your own good. I appreciate your love for my works, but it's not a good idea to dig too deep into what went on behind the scenes. Just enjoy the stories for what they are. Otherwise, the magic will be ruined.
No, I like knowing what's behind the curtain. She gives a slight shake of her head, but a flicker of contemplation passes through her downcast eyes.
Well, I can tell you one thing that might interest you, though.
And that's where I'm gonna have to end it. I do want to buy a gift for Mom and have enough time to get to the restaurant that she talked about. But yeah, glad to finally get through this. Real shaky with that. What was it right here? Big surprise, huh? Is this hard mode, I guess? Oh yeah, it is. But yeah, thank you very much, Blue. Tell your mom Happy Mother's Day as well. And I will see you guys later. I don't know. Let me look at my schedule. I think Friday is my next day off, so maybe I'll try to get in at least one stream this week during my one of my regular work days. We'll see what happens. It all depends on my ability to wake up and everything. So yeah, it's great to get back to this game, and now that I actually have Liang and Insight level 2, game kind of forced me to evolve. So I can't wait to see what we get up to next. So yeah, I will see you guys later.